Hello, everyone, and welcome to Dirty Laundry, episode 13, When a Man Loves a Woman / Trust. And this is a little delayed episode 13, but if anybody read the description, we are going to be having alternating girl talk held on Ladder Rain's channel and Dirty Laundry held on Janelle Mary's new channel called Janelle Mary because I had copyright takedown. So I'm restricted. I'm cut off. So today we have some girls. I hope Amanda F. can come back because she's done a lot for us girls and the girl shows and keeping them on the road. So I have my co-host, without further ado, Ladder Rain. Hello.
Hello, how are y'all doing?
Good.
Good.
Good. And we have Crystal.
Hello,
Gem, my gem, my heart.
my little Junie. I love you too, darling. I love all of you ladies.
I
Thank
love
you
you
for
like
having me.
friends. Yes.
Hey, lady.
And we have influence freedom as well. Without, I'm not going to leave you out of that. How are you doing?
Awesome.
Awesome. Awesome. So, does anybody have anything to say just off the topic? Either topic or how they both relate to each other.
I was
Anyone?
really happy I had a really good day today, I just want to say, because a really old friend of mine came back online, and he's also a business partner. And so it was really awesome to be able to check in and have my old friend back after a year and my business partner be able to hang out and talk about work and stuff again.
That's good.
Yeah.
That is really good. That's like the friendship side of it, I guess.
Yeah. Yeah.
Definitely. Anyone else have anything exciting that's happened? Everyone is muted. Okay, I guess I'm talking. I've had a busy little life lately. I quit my job because I'm tired of the BS. So I'm currently looking for a job and deciding to get to my career now or what I want to do exactly. So I'm just trying to love myself right now, and I trust my family at this point. So I don't know, a lot of workplaces and people, they let you down. So I'm trying to trust people, but I always love them. So I got one part of the spectrum down. And Crystal, what's new with you?
Not a whole lot new. Just working a lot. Aside from like I told you girls earlier, my youngest had his preschool graduation, so that was really exciting. That was a really good day.
That's good. I'm sorry, I'm a little bit distracted in the chat. Jen says she needs to get in, so we need to invite Jen.
Yeah, that's my bad. That's why I told you, I said, I know I'm missing people. I know I'm missing people.
It's hard to invite them all here. I invited her. But yeah, that was cute. I remember preschool. Is it bad if I don't want to have kids?
I don't think it's bad.
I don't think it is either, especially this day and age. It is so hard to raise them around the crap. Like, no joke.
Mm-hmm.
If I had been aware when I was having my children, I definitely would have thought a little bit harder about what was in their best interest. You know what I mean? And everything happens for a reason. You know, these two are obviously meant to be here, and maybe they have a purpose that I can't see yet, but all I can do is raise them to be the best people that they can be, and hopefully be a big influence in our society, in our world.
Exactly, because I don't think that, I don't know, us as women, we do have the choice to reproduce or not. Some of us want to, and we can have kids. But I just think that if you don't have your own kids, you can treat the children in your life, or you can give them a little extra. For me, anyways, with my family, like my younger brother and then now my nephew. I just don't think I would want to have complete, you know what I'm trying to say, like authority over someone's life, not like how parents just care and worry way too much. And I don't know if I want to drive myself crazy like that.
Well, yeah, because it comes with the territory.
Yes, it does.
Yeah.
It's like you cannot even help it. It sucks.
Like that scares the crap out of me, to have to worry about somebody else like my parents have to worry about me. No.
You just gotta follow your own heart. That's all there is to it.
Exactly.
Each person's different.
Yeah, that's true. Does everyone here have kids?
Yeah, I have.
Influence? Are you?
Yeah.
If you
Yeah.
if you don't mind me asking, I don't know if you've been public about
Oh yeah, no, I have a daughter in her mid-20s, and I'm also a grandmother.
that.
Oh, I didn't know you were a grandmother.
Yeah.
That's
Hey,
amazing.
Amanda.
Hey, Amanda. Hey. Hello, Amanda.
Couldn't hear me.
Hi, Amanda.
Can you guys hear me?
Yeah.
Yeah,
Oh, okay. Sorry about that earlier.
that's okay. We're happy to have you. I'm happy. Oh, she's got and then she's gone.
Poor Amanda.
Mia's in the chat. I don't know if she wants in, but I just saw her.
I can invite her as well. Can anyone fill me in on the happenings of Google Plus lately? That is big news.
I haven't seen any really big ones.
Sorry, I cannot say I didn't expect that.
Welcome back.
Yeah.
I don't know.
You'll probably have to say that about 12 more times throughout this show.
What's what's going on with Google Plus?
So, with what?
I don't
Google
know.
Plus. What's the news? I haven't honestly been on and looked at like anything in the last like week, so I really need to fill her in.
Like events?
Yeah.
Or drama.
You know what, girls? You just answered my question.
Both.
There it is.
I would like both. We don't have to talk about like names and details, but I want the general scoop.
It's
Well, I
just been drama.
Well, I think me and Influence both can agree that it's been a lot going on, you know, and I think me and Amanda were talking about how hopefully we can all work past some of this stuff is what I'm hoping. I'm hoping everybody can just squash it because I know everybody's going to have different opinions of each other, and I really just think we're fighting against the wrong people. We're supposed to be fighting against the system and the evil, not each other that really have the same goal in mind, I think. There are people that don't have the same there are people that don't have the same goal in mind, but at least we can, you know, try to
get along. I mean, we were all friends before all this, before all whatever. Nobody even knows what happened and why all this even happened. And now it's just like we're all divided, and it's sad, and it's disgusting, and it's annoying, and it's just horrible that how there were so many of us. We were a huge group, and now we're been broken down into small groups of individuals that don't get along like we did before, and it's really, really sad how it's becoming this way because it's just a mess, and I don't know why. I would love to know why it's gone this way, but even the people that it's been said about doesn't even know what's going on or why it's going on, you know, and it's just sad. And
I think you can't trust Google and you can't trust YouTube, so we have to use this platform for now. Yeah, and people can make, you know, millions of accounts of the same person, and people can be whoever they want to be online. But really, if you tell it's a real person, like a real individual who is here for the right reason, I don't think we have any problem.
Just to be a real person, to be yourself.
Yeah,
why is
that's
it so
what I
hard
mean
for
by
people
be
to
real.
Just be themselves?
Be real.
I know, but why is it so hard for people to just be themselves and be
because
you?
They don't.
I don't get it.
I want to hear from Influence.
the reason is what ends up happening is there's people when they go to even speak their mind one time, or even just say hi. If somebody doesn't like your avatar or how old your avatar is, right? The person behind the image, they get banned by people. So what we're going to have is we're going to have new people that come in that want to join, and people are going to use any excuse they want, and it's only a couple people, literally 2 people. That's it. And those 2 people are going through and you're banning people just because they don't like their name, rather than judging them on their individual basis and how each individual behaves. They're banning them just based on a name association. And
Okay,
they're banning them based on
Yeah,
based
that's
on
that's a little
action.
far.
well, and
Anybody can friend whoever they want,
yeah,
right?
well, I can understand that. And see, that's the thing is, it seems like people that are banning people, the other people that are even associated with the people that are banning, even get flack for being associated with the banning person. Is what
Yeah.
I don't
No.
Not
understand.
really. No. 'Cause,
Yeah, yeah.
Yes, that as
That's exactly
well.
what's
well,
happening.
I'm going to tell you, at least from my end, I'm not going to give anybody flack just because they're associated with the person banning. What I'm going to personally give somebody flack over is if people are giving flack to decent people while at the same time standing by somebody like Four. So when Maddie, and I'm gonna say the name, when he stood by Four, right, and then
Who?
Well, he
treated
wasn't
other
staying.
people badly, that wasn't cool, man.
Well, he wasn't. Well, see, that's the thing. It's being said that way, but that's not what he said. He
That's
said,
not. No.
well, hold on. He
Did
said,
you listen to his video?
I did, and I think you guys might be taking it wrong. What he said might not have been right, but what he said was Four might have been right about certain people. That's what he said, right? It doesn't
Yes.
mean that doesn't mean he said Four is cool or four is okay, because anybody knows me. They know what I have to deal with Four. And then I was even getting flack for being nice to Four, because this is how I deal with him. And if nobody likes it, I'm sorry, but this is how I protect myself and I deal with him. And they don't have to like it, but if I respect him, he seems to respect me. And I'm the one that's gotten the threats the most. So
Yes.
I'm just throwing that out there. Maybe everybody else is getting threats too, but who gets called out the most? It's Ladder. So I'm just putting that out there. But no, I mean, I'm not saying I agree with the way anybody's been handling things, but I just think that we're at this point and there's got to be some way that we can get past it, because
Well, let me ask you a question, Ladder. Just,
okay.
You ladies a question. You've seen me for how many months?
A while. You've been on here a while.
Yeah, a while.
Okay. Do you think I go around your chat rooms trolling you?
I don't know. I don't know what anybody does behind
No,
the
Okay.
scenes.
I don't.
I
No,
would-
it's
I
just
wouldn't
enough.
think
I
so.
think I do or
I don't
don't. It's
think
up to you,
so.
but
Amanda.
I never said anything to Maddie other than the one comment, and all of a sudden I'm listed in a video as a troll. Now, I have the right to defend myself against that, as do a bunch of other people. And we can't make noise, and it's not right to ask us to make noise with somebody who's making a false accusation to begin with.
Well, you don't have to be nice to them, but I think the trash talking is getting out of hand on both sides.
Did you see me trash talking, Maddie?
No, well, I didn't see you
No,
trash talking, but
trash
not
talking.
you personally. But
See, this is one of the problems that we have is people are being judged on other people's actions.
well, I know that's happening to a lot of us, like me too. So that's the thing is, we're like certain people that are agreeing though with what other people are saying when they're trash talking. It reflects what, maybe people are just not speaking up and saying, hey, I disagree with that, which I've been very guilty of before, not speaking up. So maybe that's a problem too, and nobody's saying where they stand on things, and some people are saying where they stand on things. But
I'm not sure if you listened to us last night with what we were saying or not.
well, no, I know everybody was talking bad about Maddie for the first part, and then the rest of it was some good conversation. It wasn't the whole conversation.
Well, the thing is people have to be able to get off their chest what they got to get off their chest. And in the chat, I'm pretty quiet most of the time. I don't make videos. I don't go attacking people. And, so I have to be allowed also to get off my chest what I need to get off my chest without it turning into a big ordeal. And one of the things that I will admit bothers me is showing for any support, because when he behaves that way, it hurts all of us. It doesn't. It's when a person lets Four do what he did, and then they're always back into a chat room or something like that. That puts us all at risk, all of us, not
Okay.
just that relationship.
Yeah, but see, now here go.
Hold on,
No,
let
real
me
quick.
just finish. But let me just finish.
Let her finish.
But I have to respect that you make that decision, because that's your personal relationship, right? That's your thing. Then I have to turn around and I have to decide as my own grown adult, well, do I approve of this? And if I don't approve of this, then I have to take my own action, right? You see what I'm saying? So I have to respect your action, but I also need my action respected too, in some understanding.
Okay.
So I need it to go both ways, is all I'm saying.
Right. Well, and here's the thing is, like I said, when I've never allowed him personally into a chat, like that I moderate. If I did girl talk next week, he would not be allowed in the chat, period, because I know what he does, and it's not allowed. Now, when I talk to him personally, like in a chat, and it's me and him, and others can even be in there, which has been Justin Ottawa Expositor can tell you the whole conversation that has happened before. This is my way of dealing with him, because I try to respect him as a person, no matter what is going on with him, if he has issues or not, because this is the way that I can protect myself. Now, people can take it the way they want, but yes, when we're in chats or whatnot, yes, I agree, he needs to be excluded, because he has made personal threats, and that should not be acceptable when we are trying to show a example to the rest of the world, since we are shown all over the world that certain people like that, we're not going to put up with it. So I completely agree with you on that, and you totally have a right to question why certain people are doing certain things. I don't know what other chat he's been on recently, because I haven't seen him on a chat in a while.
I don't think actually for the past week or two. I don't know. I haven't been watching everything or anything, but I haven't personally seen him in at least the past week. I think it's more along the lines of a perception thing too, because it's not. I understand, and I know that you don't have him hanging out and stuff like that. I understand that, Ladder. I think it's also a perception thing, in the sense that, think about how people came down on Truth. Okay, everybody came down on Truth because he had a couple drinks and he trolled a little. People ridiculed him, gave him a hard time and everything, but then Four did what he did, and a lot of people did keep him around.
Okay, well, I'll tell you about that.
So you know what I'm saying about it's the perception.
I know exactly what you're saying. And see, that's the thing, though, with Truth Undenied, is he showed himself to be something other than what he had put out, and that made people question, well, who is he really? See, Four has always been what he has been. He has not changed he's been constant. He's been a constant, this guy is a threat. Truth Undenied, however, came in to be, I'm this, I'm that, and, then he flip-flopped into, him and Event cussing people out and being completely different than what we all thought he was. And people, and I understand, people have moments. I have my weaknesses. I have my faults. I am not perfect by any means. But when you change your constant from being one way, and then, you act a different way, it makes people question, well, who are you really? And see, I think that's what a lot of people have, is they question, well, who are you really? What are your intentions?
Well, I think that we could bring this right on back to trust.
Yeah.
I think we can all agree that we never trusted Four from the beginning.
Yeah.
With Josh, he had built up in our hearts a certain level of trust and caring and to see him turn into something that we never thought him capable of, it was hurtful, and it broke the trust that a lot of us had built up for him. And I respect the way that he came back, the way that he apologized for what he had done, and whatnot. But I mean, trust is a fickle thing, and it has to be rebuilt. At least it's something that can be gained back. It's not, something that
I agree.
I
You
don't
can.
trust you.
Yeah.
I think though that a lot of people came down pretty hard on a guy just for speaking up one time and having, getting fed up with all the crap that he put up with for a long time too. And sometimes I think when somebody does lash out, sometimes people don't take into account, well, what did that person go through before they lashed out? All they see is the lash out, and they think, oh, well, what an asshole. That's not the person we know. But if they think about, maybe there's a whole bunch of stuff going on behind the scenes, right? Like, look at, that's why one of the reasons I even tried to explain to Maddie in the chat was just because one person's a jerk doesn't mean everybody's a jerk. With that name is not a jerk. As a matter of fact, most of the people were actually being very nice, and there was one person that was causing a problem. Well, is it really fair to everybody, just by a name association to go and do that if all the other people are being good and decent, and even if they're just goofing but they're not being mean at all? Is it really fair to just go after him? And then instead of him taking a moment to just reflect on the question, he went into full attack mode. And then, of course, I'm going to respond. Because I usually don't respond. I usually don't say anything. Just like when we went through all the Transasia stuff and all the other stuff, I didn't go typing and going back and forth with anybody on any of this. I kept my mouth shut. But when I see it happen now for the second time, I get concerned, because my real concern is, what is that doing to new people too that come in? Because it's one thing to say, oh yeah, well, you guys have new accounts or this and that, but what about, you think that that's not going to push away new people? How many new people might have came and tried to join, okay, between the two Banhammer people? How many people might have tried to join and they don't even have anybody to talk to? They don't have a connection yet, a network yet, and probably somebody sees their new account and just tosses them out and automatically labels them.
Well, I'll say something to that, because I know Maddie for a fact always welcomes new people. When they start saying certain things in the chat, though, is when I think his red flags flare. It just depends on what's being said, I think. And that goes
on his
for
own
a lot of us.
On his own admission, he said he did not see what was happening in chat. That was what he said in his own admission, in his own video. Somebody told him in the hangout that something was going on in the chat, but rather than him looking at each person, he judged everybody. And he, and I just don't think that that's right, because that would be like me judging all Janelles or all Crystals or all Reds or all anything. Take each person as their own person. That's one of the problems we have within our own groups, is somehow if one person behaves a certain way, we're taking it out on everybody, and that's wrong, man.
Right. No, I agree completely. I think everybody should have to be judged separately, because I really think that there are just groups of us that are, to the side, that have made friends and bonded. And then, it's like there's a group against another group. And so when somebody sees a group that associates with these other people, maybe they feel like, I don't know, that they're coming along with these other people. And sometimes that is the case, though. So it just really depends on who's doing what. Like, I wasn't even there when all this happened, because I was sick. And, as soon as I left, it seemed like, from what I heard, stuff went bad. And I don't know who all could say what they saw in the chat to verify what went on.
I can tell you what I saw, and that's why I got so upset and said something. I saw one person acting out, one person making some really crappy comments, one person that was laying claims that somehow the agents shut down Save the Silly Humans and We'll Do It High, or We'll Do It Live, I mean. And of course, they didn't. They didn't have anything to do with any of this stuff. And this person was making all these claims because they knew they could get away with it. They knew that if they just added that word agent at the back end of their name, right, that they could disrupt everything. And then one person let that happen because they didn't use their own due diligence in it.
Mm-hmm.
And that's why we're actually where we are right now. And at the same time, I'd never said anything about this guy at all. And then the next thing I know, I'm being listed as a troll too. And I don't think that that's fair either, to do that to somebody in any way, shape, or form. Because, you know, I've taken my effort and my time to make sure that even when I'm verbally attacked by somebody, that I don't respond, that I don't type in that first period, that I don't remark on it, and that I keep my cool all the time. And yet somebody still just does that, and it's just wrong. At some point, I'm gonna have to speak up. I mean, I've been here for 8-9 months, and I've kept my mouth shut for the most part. At some point, I have the right to defend myself against an accusation, and I do have to question that there's two people that are connected that are very happy to ban. And when you say you know him and he gives new people a chance, well, did he? I didn't get given a chance. I was instantly called a troll in a video and talked about. I wasn't given that chance. And what I seen, a lot of people weren't given that chance. So, and I witnessed it and I've experienced it. So I don't buy that he gives people chances.
Okay. Well, and I can agree to disagree on that, because I'm not talking necessarily about the last podcast, but you know, several where we've had Red on, and Manga's been on before, and you know, lots of new people, and we don't know these people from anything, you know,
Right.
and we don't know who is doing what. We don't know, you know, because there are people that are coming in and saying stuff to get certain people started, or saying stuff to just start a conversation in the chat in general, to talk about something that, you know, doesn't need to be talked about, because it's like an attack on somebody that's not even there, behind someone's back. And
Right.
so,
Mm-hmm.
and you know, I like I said, I don't agree with what's been going on lately, and you know, on both sides. You know, you know, I'm guilty of it too. I'm not saying that like I'm you know, clean in all this. So, but I looked back and I reflected and I said, you know, this needs to change, because it's getting to where everybody is just gonna talk about each other, either in videos or, you know, in private chats. And you know, and it's just like, you know, Amanda was saying, it's sad because at one point we all got along. And you know, I think the problem is when one person has a problem with somebody that's in, you know, say one of the groups that are close, everybody seems to get offended. And I think that's happened on both sides. I've seen it happen on both sides. I've seen, you know, everybody does it.
The people, I gotta be honest, the people that I hang around, they don't give ultimatums to anybody at all. Nada. If they do, it would be bullshit and I'd step away. So I've never seen the ultimatums. I've heard about other people having them, but I've never actually witnessed an ultimatum within the groups that I'm in. Now, it's one thing, people are going to talk smack, and even just joking around talking smack, you know, not even to be mean, but just, you know, to joke, because that's what, I'm a sarcastic person. I like to joke, you know, and I'm hoping nobody would take offense to something that I've said, you know. I wouldn't say something to be downright nasty or vicious to somebody until I get my buttons pushed to a certain point. And then, you know, at one point I'm probably going to say, you know, somebody's this or that. But I'll tell you, you know, I'm a very blunt person, you know, and I will tell you. But I just don't want to, I don't think that if you would have listened, if you guys would have heard the show last night, you would have known where I stood. You would have known immediately, okay, she's talking about how she doesn't think it's right that people attack all these other people. You would have heard all that. So, and you wouldn't have heard just one other person's side of it. You would have actually heard my side and other people's sides. And that's another thing. We have to be able to hear other people's sides. So I understood where Maddie was coming from. I actually took it into consideration. Here's a guy, he's in a chat, he's in his hangout, he couldn't really watch the chat. Somebody was starting trouble. They used the same last name on purpose to cause the trouble. He doesn't know, so why don't I tell him? That's why I took the time to tell him. Pay attention to each of the people in there. You know, don't take it out on everybody. Instead of him taking the time to reflect upon that, it was an instant attack. So, yeah, so then I'm going to respond.
Yeah, well, I mean, and y'all know he's been getting attacked, like, pretty bad recently, especially, I mean, do you agree with what Truth Undenied does?
At this point, you know, he's his own person. He's going to do whatever it is he feels he needs to do at that point.
Right.
You know, and but am I gonna go do it? Am I gonna go, you know, making videos or whatever? No. Might I laugh at one of the videos? Absolutely. I might think it is funny. I won't deny it. You know. I mean, no, really. I mean, I'm a blunt person. I'm not gonna lie to you. If I see something and I think it's funny, I might, you know, speak up and say, yeah, that's funny. But would I personally go do that? I think you can go to my channel and see I don't make a habit in any way, shape, or form of ever engaging this way. I try to engage by a personal level, trying to talk and reason with people. And that's one of the problems is what I'm seeing is that the people that actually are trying to talk and just reason, they get called the shills and the trolls and everything else and then start to get attacked for nothing. Now, Maddie thinks he's been being attacked. He should go back months ago when we were getting attacked. Or how about when Max was getting attacked or I was getting attacked? Look, we've all been through the gamut before, man. You know, we can't make excuses for it. You're going to have jerks, so what we got to do is we need to say, all right, look, there is jerks, but am I going to go after each person, or am I going to, again, I can't stress this enough, pay attention to each individual's behaviors and what they do and how they treat you. If this person's talking to you with dignity and just trying to point something out, take a moment, reflect, talk back with them the same way. If they're being a total cunt to you, right, then hey, you know.
Yes, I knew I was gonna hear that word today.
Well,
I could feel it in the air.
I love the word. I'm sorry. Maybe I shouldn't have said it if it's offensive or anything. I
laughed, so I think you're good.
Okay.
I won't ban you. We can be friends. So.
I think what everybody should do though is just like take a walk in other people's shoes.
Always.
Because I think that's been the problem recently. Because I can understand where, you know, Maddie is coming from. I've seen it. I've seen what's been going on, and I know how he is. You know, outside of Google Plus, he is a quite fun, pleasant person. Because I talk to him often, and we always talk about, you know, events that are going on and things like that. And you know, it's gotten to where people are saying that people that are friends with Maddie are, you know, groupies or whatever, and you know that's offensive. But you know, yeah, I'm not gonna go make a video about it either. I was going to, but I said no, I probably shouldn't do that. And I think that's the problem is like we've gotten to a point where it's just gotten nasty. But I understand where people need to defend themselves too, and that's why, you know, Maddie has gotten so upset and done videos because he has been attacked before. You know, there's been lots of people that have done videos before when they've gotten attacked, and I think he just got fed up with it.
I would just ask, even if somebody's attacked, because like I said, I've been attacked, but I don't go around and hold it against everybody. I don't go around and say, I don't like this name, or I don't like you just because you're new. You know.
Well, no, he doesn't do that though. It's like this is what I'm trying to explain.
But he did that night. This is what I'm trying to say. That night he did. His follow-up video. Yeah, no, but that night he did, and his follow-up video was to also attack me, just because all I said was, look at the chat, man. You know, there's one person stirring up trouble. It's not all these other people.
Right.
Well, you also have to look at it from his perspective. Him, you know, he wasn't watching the chat. He goes in there, he sees all of these, you know, veggie agents. You said so yourself, there was one person causing trouble, you know, so he
Hey guys, real quick, sorry.
immediately just wanted to solve the problem and get rid of all of it.
Hey. Can we change the subject kind of, please? Because the chat is like really fueling.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? It's starting to flame up, and I don't want it to start. So let's talk about love or something else, please.
Amanda.
Yeah, we'll get off the trust subject.
Please.
Amanda, darling, I knew someone would come in here and change the topic because I think it's had enough time on the show, and it
had
needed
enough
to
of
be
our energy.
discussed, but it's also been just exhausted at this point, I think, again. So we should we should talk about love, because I love each and every one of you, and I don't think
everybody say something nice about everybody, okay?
I can't say that anybody on the online world has given me a reason to hate them. So
They hear me?
Yeah.
If I don't hate them,
something positive about somebody.
I love everybody, every single person.
Well, maybe we should do that. Maybe we should go through everybody that we know and say something positive about them.
Yeah,
What they like.
I will do that.
Oh, sorry, I gotta go. Shit. Oops, gotta go. I'll take no. I'm joking.
Amanda, we're gonna have a show. Amanda's gonna have a show, The Chronicles of Amanda, where she will be the host. Her phone will drop out when she receives the phone call, or she might get scroogled. So you have to watch every week to see what's gonna happen with
What's in store to happen next?
Yeah, exactly. She won't be there, and then she will.
Right. You get a whole 2.5 minutes with me.
You know what? That's
every
love.
5 minutes.
I love that. I really love that. It's enjoyable as much as it's a bit annoying as well, but I still love it.
Me too.
I really can't say I hate anyone. I really can't say I hate anyone. I don't care if you don't believe that, because I think even the people that do disgusting things or things that we don't agree with don't deserve love, and the prayer or hope that they will turn their life around. They just have to be supported.
I try not to hate.
They have to be supported. I don't think I hate one person. Can you guys seriously name one person in your head that you absolutely hate?
No.
I can name a few, but not on here.
So I don't believe in hating anybody.
Me either.
Hating's a drain on your energy,
Exactly. And if you think of it as like a duality type thing, hate and love. Love is such a powerful and all-consuming emotion. Well, so is hate. And love can be equally as draining as hate. But it's also a much more uplifting emotion. So I would much rather find what I love about somebody than what I hate about somebody.
Right. Well, I don't know if I go to the point of searching about what I love about somebody. If something pops up that I like about somebody, I'm going to say, this is a good quality that this person has. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
I don't know if I really search for it. I just let whatever their actions are speak for themselves. If they do good things, they do good things. If they're decent, they're decent. And if they're not, they're not. And I just speak to that, and then I can choose either to be around a person or not be around them.
Mutual respect is the highest form of love, and I think it's, should be a priority for everybody. Even if you don't like that person, just extend a level of respect to say, I don't agree with you, I don't agree with what you're saying, but I care enough to respect you and not put my energy into disliking you or making videos about why I dislike you, or you know what I mean?
Yeah.
Jen, we didn't introduce you yet. Jen.
Hi.
Hey, Jen.
Hi.
Hey, Jen.
Been letting you guys do your venting. I don't want to interrupt or anything.
Well,
I don't.
how do you feel about I guess you can talk about love or about staying within the Google community and why you stay.
I stay because I love you guys, and I mean, I think for the most part, people are genuine. I mean, there's very few people that I'm like iffy about, but I think most of us in the truth community are genuine, and that's why we're able to have these hangouts and chat and this and that, and we know who the regulars are. And I mean, there's a few people that I don't really care for, but or I don't trust like I used to. But I mean, that's probably with all of us.
You
Yeah.
specifically don't like hate on the person. Like, yes, you might get emotional and you might slip up one time and make a comment you might regret or something like that. But in the end, I give everyone the benefit of the doubt. So
Yeah, I mean, I don't go making videos. Oh, this person did this person did that, and blah blah blah. And
like making a video about somebody's like personal, I don't know, about the way that they're acting online just seems a bit like I guess the way that they're acting is very very extreme, but that action itself is very extreme too. To personally attack somebody on a video, not just a comment. That like it takes it to a new level.
it's childish. It's something like a 15-year-old girl would do because another girl
Mhm.
stabbed her in the back. You know what I mean? So I mean,
Yeah.
we're all supposed to be adults. We need to act like adults.
But at the same time, again, I can't stress enough that people do have a right to defend themselves, and if they feel they have to take it to a video, that's what they need to do.
Oh yeah, yeah,
You know?
I agree. If somebody made a video completely slandering you, and you need to regain your trust from people, that I perfectly understand. But
Yeah.
just because somebody makes one little comment that you didn't like or you disagreed with something, or
Yeah.
there's no need to go and make a huge video and say this person's this and da, 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 da. But if you
Yeah.
had that one guy who was making videos about me and a few other people who that I was a Freemason and I was this and I was that, and I'm going, what
Yeah.
the hell is this guy doing? I'm like, Jesus, I'm a housewife who lives in Syracuse. I am no Freemason, okay?
Right.
And
Right.
so, I've uploaded those videos to my own channel so that everybody can have a good laugh, but I never made a video about it or anything. But, I did kind of, and I think most people knew it was a joke, and it turned out it was a joke. Supposedly was a joke. So, I don't know about that, though.
Yeah. I just I
I
believe
think
in
that's pretty useless though. I just think it's useless to make a video about anyone. It doesn't appeal to anyone. It doesn't appeal to me anyone anyway. Like it just
Well,
does not.
and that's what I mean by we have to all be able to make our own decisions on how we respond to something. So, and that's also a form of respect.
Right.
Just because somebody doesn't agree with what another person, makes a video or whatever. I don't agree with the videos that are made most of the time, and yet, I see them a lot, but I don't go around, bashing them all about it. You know what I mean? I don't go around running around on their comments page making comments all about their videos. I did this time because I was specifically named in a video. And it's very rare that, I'm being named in a video. I'm either being named in a video by somebody who's trying to stir up a problem or by somebody who's misunderstood something, in which case I'm hoping that they'll realize they misunderstood something. But I have to be able to defend myself, and I have to also respect that people are going to do what they feel they have to do. And then the next person's going to respond how they feel they have to respond. And then I have to stand back and I have to be willing to respect each person for what it is they feel they need to do. And then I can decide, do I want to be around that person? And that's a lot of respect right there, as far as I'm concerned. I'm trying to give all the respect I can to as many people as I can. And I think, like Jen was saying, and you guys are saying, that most of the people are good people. I mean, all the people I've talked with, the majority of them are actually decent people who are trying.
Well, that's also what I'm saying too. Is sometimes some of us will question why other people, and I think everybody's been doing this lately, question why people are friends with certain people when they're calling others out that aren't even in the chat or can't even defend themselves and whatnot. So I think that's been an issue too. So it's like that kind of reflects on the person that's friends with them when they're, I don't know, not necessarily in agreement, but also probably not saying they disagree. Because I mean, everybody's probably a good, decent person, but what their actions are is kind of showing, especially in chats, is showing, you know, what they really feel or what they're trying to say. Because I think a lot of people are decent people, but I've seen a few things from some that there's just no reason to try to start stuff in a chat. And it's only happened maybe a few times, but that's where I'm like question like what's going on, you know?
Yeah, and yeah, absolutely. And the other thing is too is recognizing that chat goes by fast a lot of the times. Things can be misconstrued when it's, you know, a couple sentences at a time.
Yeah.
And you know, don't take so much to heart what's being said in the chat at that speed, unless it's a threat. If there's a threat, that's got to be taken seriously. If there's somebody that keeps using weird trigger words, that's got to be taken seriously because it puts all of us in jeopardy.
Well, yeah, and of course the 4 trigger words is a big deal. But what I'm saying is, like, with Jeff C. and RPR, if it's brought up out of nowhere when we're not even talking about it, to me that's
that's
sketchy.
weird to me. Yeah,
that's sketchy. I'm sorry,
I agree.
but there's no point of bringing it up to try to start a fight or
Very
call them out. You know, I just don't like that.
Yeah, I 100% agree with you on that.
Yeah.
You guys are making me sleep. I don't know.
Yeah. It's weird when I see people trying to bring up something really old.
Yep.
Because at that point, that's just drama.
Mm-hmm.
Watch, they are more interested in the relationship than the truth. So.
And that's what I hope everybody can start doing. I mean, if we're all here for the same thing, I want to start seeing, you know, which I'm working on myself. I know everybody could be like, well, Ladder, you have absolutely nothing on your channel. I was like, I know, I don't. That's the problem, because I've been so wrapped up in what's been going on lately. So I want to see more content. Aeon made an excellent video the other day, like really good, and I told him it was good because it was.
Yeah, there should be more of that and less of the negative. If you really like a video, promote that. I don't know. Make a comment that's nice instead of always making the bad comments and feeling like you have to defend yourself.
Yeah, yeah.
Make that a priority. I don't know. What about, sorry?
Well, what about, like, I always wonder, how do you, if you do have a friend, you know, and you really respect that friend, and then something happens, that's a kind of a tough situation if it's between 2 friends, right? Mm-hmm. Like, you're genuinely friends with both of them and you want to show them mad respect, you know. I don't know. That's always been the tough one for me.
Where and when to defend people, who wants you to defend them, and who doesn't, really.
Without showing disrespect or making the other person feel you're disrespecting them, because you're really not, in your heart, you're really not trying to disrespect them.
The way I see it, I don't subscribe to the if you're not with me, you're against me type thing. And if some person cannot handle the fact that I am friends with somebody they don't like and they don't want to be my friend because of it, good riddance.
Yeah.
Then I didn't need you in my life to begin with.
Right, right. Yeah, I agree with that. As any kind of ultimatum or anything like that is not really being a friend to a person either.
It's not
unless
it's
the
not
ultimatum.
Unconditional love. It's not unconditional. There's conditions.
Yeah. Well, there is certain ultimatums that I would give, like if I was friends with 2 people and one of those friends was say doing something really, really, really bad and illegal or something, and the other friend was pointing it out, and I was trying to talk to the other one. I'd be like, you're not really being a good friend to any of us because you're doing this kind of thing, you know.
Mhm.
But if it's just a tiff that they have between each other, then they need to be able to deal with it, and you know, yeah, you got to be able to try to show them respect. But that can be hard because people take offense to it really easily.
If somebody is offended because you're, like I said, you're, sticking up for somebody that they don't like, then that's their own personal problem. There's something within them that is either maybe they're afraid that they're going to lose you to that other person, and anger is a much easier emotion to deal with than fear. So people go straight straight to accusations and everything like that. So they don't have to sit there and be scared or hurt. Anger is the first place they go.
Yeah. Unfortunately, that's true. A lot of times, the emotion can take over trying to use a little bit of logic and understanding.
You ladies are going deep today.
That's what your show's for, June.
Always. It always hits hard. Yeah. You guys are having a good conversation there. Does anybody have anything else to add? I'm a little baked right now. It's one of those shows again. It's that kind of show.
I'll fist bump you with the bowl.
Oh, where is my lighter? I want to smoke more. There we go. Yeah, no, I'm just all about the love today. I just want to treat everybody as nice as I possibly can all day. It's my rule.
You've never worked in retail then, have you? Oh, wait, yeah, you did.
Oh, heck yeah, I did. Oh.
I hated it.
I didn't say customers. Customers aren't people.
No, they're not. They're not. They're like aliens from another planet.
Yeah. Oh, I need to clean this. It's getting pretty dirty. Blech. I don't know. What is everyone doing today for the rest of the day? Just Google Plussing and stuff? I haven't done that for a while. I want it to be updated. Does anyone else have updates for me? What's new and exciting in the
I'm gonna do a video. I'm gonna do a video about the new Earth flag. I told FYGP I was gonna do a video on it. And I got like some really neat stuff with it. So I was telling you guys about that earlier, how it's not official yet, but they want to use it for Mars possibly.
Didn't NASA create it?
Yes, it was a designer, and also NASA and other people contributed.
When all it is really the flower of life, correct?
Yes, pretty much. It's like a new age thing. Exactly.
It's like repeated too, right? It's not just one.
Yes.
Well, that's how all symbols are used. They're just recreated, repurposed, new meaning, but they're still the same symbol throughout history.
Pretty much. Yeah.
Anyone else?
What was the question?
Junior.
I failed the test already. I'm sorry.
You're the teacher. You can't fail the test. This is your classroom, darling.
It is. We're getting schooled right now on. I don't know. Do you guys think what we talked about so far needed to be talked about, or do you think it should have just been left alone?
I think anytime there's a problem, it needs to be talked about. Because only more problems arise if it's not.
I would agree. I just think some people are bugged by it because I don't know, it hits them in some weird emotional spot that they didn't think people online could affect them, maybe.
Mm-hmm.
But they all do, because I know you're all people, and I've had conversations with everybody that I say hi to, and that's a lot of interaction. So yeah, it's important. I don't see you guys as enemies. I see you all as friends until you give me reason to believe otherwise.
Yeah, unless somebody's a bot, which somebody's not a bot, but unless there's a bot, which I don't see bots ever in the Google stuff, like the Hangouts and any of that stuff, that's a real person behind that screen. You know, they're not fake. It doesn't matter what name they have. That's still a real person behind there. It doesn't matter anything but, you know, realizing that they're real and, you know, that they want to partake, and let's see what happens.
I'm just gonna love everyone and add everyone again and make it fun. I don't really delete people, but sometimes I just don't talk to them, so I wonder why I'm associated with them. So don't take offense to it if that happens to you.
Well,
just talk to me. It's that easy.
EV suggesting that we have dance-offs.
Amanda
what?
and I actually mentioned that on a podcast. So yeah,
Dance off.
already supposed to be doing that.
That's funny.
Well,
I
were we
really
supposed to be
suck at
doing?
dancing, so.
Oh, the truther
I'll
ball.
put it out there.
Oh.
Oh yeah, the truther ball too. Yeah.
Hey.
Look, we're debating going to Jay Thornton's for a cookout, and
Yeah.
see, that's the thing. We all got to get along because we got plans here, guys. You know, I mean, come on.
Yes. Yes, we do.
We can all go.
Those are the best plans. Everyone can go. There's babies. Yeah.
That was my baby.
Yep. Everyone's invited to the truther ball.
I've heard about it, but I haven't heard about it. Like, I've seen it mentioned, but I don't know what this is.
It's been an idea for, 6 months? Maybe more?
Yeah, maybe more.
5 or 6 months.
All I know is I got first dance with June.
And we're both wearing green dresses. And
oh, you're wearing green? I thought y'all were wearing aluminum foil dresses.
Well, it can have foil
half.
accent.
Foil, there you go. Foil accents, yes, indeed.
Oh, yes. That the details are a little bit. They're not completely ironed out yet. But it was supposed to be held maybe in Toronto, and then there was a cruise idea that we should all go to, and now there is Jay Thornton's barbecue. So we have our options open, guys.
The cruise got shot down real quick because they said that the man would know about it and blow us literally out of the water. And I said no, they wouldn't, because then that just proved.
Blow us out of the water.
Like, yeah, literally just blow us out of the water. It was like, no.
Get rid of all those truthers real quick.
Real quick.
A lot
They're
of them.
causing too much problem. Yeah.
You guys suck. Nobody's ever on camera, so I'm just not going to go on camera.
Well, look, I would be on camera if I could. I haven't had time to do anything. Y'all know how I roll. I'm usually on camera.
Yes, I know.
Yeah, I didn't.
We're all down to our icons.
Didn't have time to get myself.
Does everybody believe we're all real people? Even though just our icons are showing.
Look, I believe everybody's a real person. Now, whether you're genuine or not is sometimes what I question. Everybody's a real person, but your genuine intentions is what sometimes I question.
That's what I mean when I say a real person, though. Like a person that is real, like an actual, like, down-to-earth individual that doesn't judge people and treats everyone as an equal or a peer or a brother or a sister. Isn't there that kind of, like, love that's just given?
I think that it depends on how a person has been raised and all the different, there's so many factors that come in. For some people that's easier than others. There's people that have went their whole lives where the very people that are the closest to them that they should be able to trust, like mothers and families or fathers and their families, and they have been totally treated horribly by the people that should have treated them the best, right?
Yeah.
And you can't really expect that they're going to think like other people, and even somebody who's had the best upbringing might feel like, well, I trust my family, but I don't trust other people. So they could have also another whole different perspective. So again, we just have to try to respect that each person's coming from their own set of circumstances and try to have some understanding in that to the best that we can, as long as they're not purposefully trying to put us into harm's way. Do you see what I'm saying?
Yeah, I do.
Because I'm very slow to trust anybody. As a matter of fact, I tell people I don't even trust anyone. You know, I legitly do not trust anybody. But that's just because of my upbringing. But if I see that your actions are awesome, and then somebody comes and gives me a line of crap about you, I'm going to probably stand by your side and say, no, 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 no. I've always seen good actions from this person. You know, so I'll probably be a person to defend you.
I like sticking up for people, especially when they can't stick up for themselves, like babies and puppies and kitties.
Yeah.
Yeah. I think they need it the most.
See, I'm glad that there's people that like you, honestly, because we need to be reminded that it's okay to sometimes let certain things go and try to get back on a kind of a peaceful stand, because there's other things that are much more important to be worrying about, you know?
Exactly.
And I think that's good. I think that's a beneficial quality in people.
Well, especially truthers. I don't know about you guys, but I just usually dive further into the research. And I haven't lately, but that usually helps. You're doing what you're saying that you're doing. You're researching.
You know, I was talking last night on the podcast that we had out of the blue, and I would like to see things like Crystal and other people and Bobby and people who have started businesses and who have figured out other alternatives, even spending, how people, you know, work out a schedule or something to try to maybe spend less into the system, or like have other types of discussions that haven't been being had.
Right.
I'd like
Exactly.
to see that
Like,
too.
yeah, like that's what I was telling Jay Thornton about. It was a while back. I said, you know, I'm going to do like a couponing series or something. And so, I mean, because people are really going to need that, because, you know, he likes to prepare. And I said, well, dude, you know, coupons really save you a lot of money when you're prepping and stuff. And, you know, that is exactly right. Crystal and Bobby do their, you know, their shop. And a lot of people don't know how to, you know, do it themselves. I think Grim does his own stuff too. And so that'd be great if, you know, that kind of keeps people out of the main corporation, I guess you could say. You know, like people helping people sometimes.
Yeah, and I'm really into essential oils and their health benefits and stuff like that. I used to have a business
I was thinking about
years
becoming an
ago.
herbalist.
Yeah, I used to make my own shampoos, conditioners, body powders, all that stuff, and sell them. Perfume
You should
and
do
all
some
that.
videos.
Man, I'm gonna be honest. I'm freaking lazy right now. I really am. There's other things I really have to get done that I have been putting on the wayside that I have to do. And now that my friend's back, I'm really happy about that, because it'll probably give me the kick in the butt to get back to some other things that I do that keeps me as much out of the system as possible also. So, you know, but I'm happy to talk about it. You know, I love essential oils. You know, I just sitting on my shelf next to me is probably close to 50 bottles of essential oils. And I really like to help share that. And also, I like to make my own perfume. And I've been thinking about getting my perfume stuff again and making up a few vials and sending it out to some of you ladies, a sample, just so you can check it out and see if you like it or not. So I have other
That'd be
things
cool.
that I'd like to do. You know, there's so many people out there making videos. They're covering a whole bunch of stuff that is already being covered. I really don't feel I have anything new to add, and the stuff that I do want to add, I feel a lot more comfortable talking where I can share the screen with you guys, and if you have a question, I can stop to answer it, and then, you know, talk on a personal level to people. That's what I enjoy doing.
Well,
I
that's cool.
agree.
We'll have to have like a podcast just for influence on essential oils, because that's
I
actually
love that.
Yeah,
I
I do
love
too.
that.
I
was
love
telling
essential oils.
I was telling my husband the other day that I might think about going to school for becoming like an herbalist, not like a serious super one, but like, you know, some of them have like massive degrees on everything you could think of to make any kind of tonic or whatever somebody would need. And I just want to like start with the basics. But yeah, that's exactly like something that a lot of people could do to get away from the medical. Like, you have your own medicine even in your backyard that a lot of people don't know about that are weeds, you know?
Oh, yeah.
And so if we could help people, you know, that would even go into survival area of if somebody wanted to do that. But it costs a lot less money when people just use the stuff they have. And that would be great. We should definitely do a podcast in the future on stuff like that.
Yeah, and if there's somebody that knows a lot about the wild plants growing and stuff, I would love to hear about that stuff. And also, I'd love to hear, you know, about, you know, any kind of hiccups or craziness that Crystal or Bobby might have went through getting their business going, and maybe little pieces of advice on what to try to avoid if you're trying to get a business going. Or what things might have been giving them headaches or seemed beneficial and helpful. So there's just so many things that I hear and see from people that I know that they have to offer, and a lot of times we never get to even touch on any of them.
Right, exactly. Yeah, because I have an Etsy shop, and I know there's a lot of people that could probably, like, you could probably sell your stuff, influence, on Etsy. And it's kind of a pain in the butt sometimes, and then there's other free e-commerce websites that people can sell from. And I think it's definitely not being talked about enough. How to get, you know, people on their feet and take care of themselves it should be a really big topic.
Yeah, absolutely.
Mm-hmm.
I think it would be awesome. Honestly, it's something I've been really wanting to happen, but I don't do you know, do these broadcasts. Like, I don't start one, you know, but if I was, these would be the kind of things I'd really enjoy doing and having and talking about. And like when Evie talks about the vaccines, or if they're talking about the viruses or disease, I'm interested in all that stuff. I enjoy hearing about it. You know, I haven't been watching a lot of the YouTube videos and stuff because honestly, I just haven't had interest in hearing a lot of the over and over and over and over again, you know. You can only hear so many times certain things, right? Before
we can't beat a dead horse, guys.
Yeah, exactly. So I
just
would
want to
love
say,
to go to a whole bunch of other new things and talk.
For sure. We can talk about anything today. We're doing girl talk, dirty laundry style. But Jen has to go, so I just want to say bye to her.
Yeah, I gotta go. Hubby's off tomorrow, so we get to finally hang out for a little bit. So.
Much love to you, Jen.
Hey,
We'd also love to have your husband back again sometime.
Yeah, he was
Yeah.
cool.
Yeah,
Yeah,
it was
nice to actually say hi to you this time. I missed you last time. I didn't really get to say hi to you. I don't know if you were AFK or not.
No, I don't remember. I don't know, but you guys have a great night, and
have a good weekend.
Thank you for your appearance, Jen. I really appreciate it.
No problem. I will see you guys next week.
Yes, next week for Girl Talk on Lotta Rain's channel, Saturday or
Woo, woo.
Sunday, pending what time.
It'll probably be on Sunday. I'm still debating.
Well, you have the option open to you now.
All right, I love you guys.
Much love.
Bye,
y'all.
Jen.
Too.
Bye.
Bye. See, that's how it should be. That's how it should be. Why can't everybody just get along? Why can't we all just get along? For the essential oil talk, I heard neroli has quite healing benefits. Neroli oil.
They pretty much all do. But then there's certain ones that you want to keep on you all the time because they have a lot of benefits, like lavender, tea tree, neroli.
Lavender is my absolute all-time favorite out of
Yeah,
all
you
the
can use it
oils.
for just about anything.
I
Yeah.
love when my boys were babies, especially my older one because he was so bad with colic. I would rub a couple of drops on the bottom of his feet and put it in his bath before he went to bed, and it helped tremendously to help him sleep.
Yeah,
Yeah.
definitely.
It will. It's a good bug spray too. If you mix a couple, like 15 drops in like a spray bottle, you spray it on you. Like if you're outside, doing whatever, and the bugs don't bother you at all. That's what I did when I went to Talladega. Everybody's like, "What's in that bottle?" I was like, "Lavender." It's like, "Huh? Is that gonna work?" I was like, "Well, we'll see." That nobody got bit. I was like, "Ha! See, way better than that nasty bug spray."
And you smell good.
And you smell good, yeah.
Not like stinky bug spray from the big store. Those have so many chemicals in them. I don't feel right putting it on my skin.
I definitely don't feel right putting it on my kids. And that's what Wolf Warrior and everybody were discussing about how certain things have sunscreen, like a natural sunscreen. It was like coconut oil was brought up, and like there's so many cool things that people are just unaware of, and like I'm finally starting to learn about it. It's really awesome.
Yeah, definitely.
I wish I had a bigger green thumb. I really do.
I do too. I have a black thumb.
I kill everything that comes into my house. I'm trying not to be like that, but I just forget to water them. It's like I kill every plant because I am so busy. I just forget to water them, and then I forget to replant.
We're busy watering our kids.
That's right. It's like my kids
hydrate. They need to hydrate.
Yeah, I'm gonna have to consider them as little kids too, because that's the only way I can make sure they're taken care of. If I consider them actual living beings, then I will take better care of them. So that's how I have to look at it. But yeah, I bought some mint today that was at Walmart, and it's a beautiful mint plant. And so I know some, plants you can replant just by trimming them off and replanting them. And so that's really cool too. And so I have some lemon balm in a bucket in my front yard, not in the yard, but because we have clay here in Georgia, it's not like good soil, but it's like in a planter, I guess you could say. And so lemon balm's awesome too, and actually it's antiviral, and I've been putting that in my tea, and I don't know if that's what's gotten me better faster or what happened, but I got better real quick.
I'm so glad to hear that. I felt so bad to hear that you had gotten sick right after your daughter got the vaccines, right?
Yeah, it was right after.
Do you think there's association?
There could be, but all the kids at school also got Fifth's disease, which was like
you were saying that, yeah.
Like an epidemic of it at school, and the school didn't even notify any of the parents. And I'm like, something's wrong with you people. You at least tell the parents what is going on, that all the kids are getting it. I mean, it's a nasty looking rash, and it doesn't hurt the kids or anything, but it's still viral. And if I had known about that, I would have taken precaution. They probably wouldn't even got it, but they didn't get it very long. I think my oldest has it the longest, but he's also got eczema, so I think that's why his rash is sticking around. But yeah, that happened.
The chronic rash or skin disease. My younger boy has it. I have it.
Yeah.
Even if you treat it short term, it will come back in the long term.
Right. Yeah, that's one of the hard things. I know there's like certain natural remedies you could do for that. Like when he breaks out real bad, I usually put coconut oil on his his eczema or wherever he's rationing actually clears up a lot better than the medicine they gave me, because it's like a steroid or something.
Yeah.
And I don't know. I'll use it for extreme cases that he has, but I really don't like putting that kind of stuff on him. And then I have shingles, so when I have an outbreak, usually there's certain things that I'll do or take, like apple cider vinegar or whatever, to help, with that. I won't take that medicine. I just don't like it.
Can I ask you a question on that?
Yeah.
Did you get the chickenpox vaccine?
I don't think I did, because I had the chickenpox when I was really little, and my mom said it was like a very nasty case. But I could have gotten it. I know I got, because EV was asking me that. He's like, "Did you get any kind of chickenpox vaccine?" I was like, "I don't think so." But they did give me a vaccine that was like a circle vaccine, and it had like the shots in a circle.
It sounds like a booster.
Yeah, it was like
That's smallpox. Yep.
Yeah.
Smallpox.
Really, they gave you smallpox.
So yeah, they put that
You're
in me. I know.
so
when I was little.
young. Why'd they give you the smallpox vaccine?
I don't know. I don't know why they gave me
I
that.
believe I got it as well.
I got the shingles myself. I had them for a while. I had it one time, and then it came back a couple times, and I guess it has something to do with your immune system too, your autoimmune.
It has definitely got a lot to do with your immune system. And anytime that I get stressed or overwork myself or stay up too late, that's why sometimes when I'm like, guys, I can't stay up too late, it's because if I stay up too late, it'll pop up like the next couple days. It'll my whole right side will start hurting, and it's only on one side of my body.
Yeah.
But I haven't actually had like an actual blister outbreak, but I can feel it like.
Yeah, it starts to come almost like if it was like a what do you call it? Almost like a zit or something.
Yeah. Sometimes it'll do that. It just depends.
It's different. It's like almost like a little scab. You know what I'm saying? I know what you're saying. I got the same shit. But I haven't had a flare up in a while, but it does. And when it does, it's bad. It's bad,
Oh, Lord, yeah.
Oh my God.
Can we go back for a second? I'm really curious about something, because, okay, so you guys at your age, you're telling me that they gave you guys the shot on your side of your arm that left the circle in the pinpricks, right?
I think mine was in my butt.
Oh my goodness.
But
Those are old
did it
school.
leave a permanent circle on you?
I don't know. I haven't looked at my butt in a while.
Okay. Now, what about you, Crystal? And
Influence. My father has one of those.
Well, father, yes, that makes sense. That's why I'm asking you guys, because of your ages.
I don't have one of those. No.
You don't have a circle on your arm. Okay, because see, it was about my age, just a year or two before me that about a year before me that they actually stopped giving the smallpox. That's where it leaves the scar on your arm. So when you guys said that, I was like, whoa, wait a minute, why'd they restart giving like, I was concerned, like, why would they start giving that again to younger people than me? So, okay, so you guys don't have the scars from smallpox.
Yeah, no, I don't even think I ever got a smallpox shot, honestly.
Yeah, okay. Yeah, they pretty much stopped doing it around 68 in a lot of places. So
I know, like when you join the service, they give it to you and all that shit.
Yeah. Do they? Is it a new way that they give it to you? Does anybody know? I'd be really interested in this stuff. I'm curious about it.
I don't know, but I need to ask EV about. My daughter got like 8 vaccinations.
Oh, goodness.
Whoa. 8 vaccinations in 2 weeks. She got it on a Monday, and then she got the next set on a Monday. And then they're like, at the school, once I register this, she's like, well, this expires, da-da-da, and she has to get more in November. I'm like, huh? She's like, the chicken pox, she's got to get that, and the DTaP, I think she said. And I'm like, what? Why she got to get more, It's like, what's going on here? And I don't know what expire means. Like, what's expiring? The shots that she got, or the paper, or I couldn't understand that. So I need to ask EV about that.
But why do they have to get the chicken pox vaccine? That was always been a choice.
No, yeah, it's not a choice from what I understand when they get registered for pre-K.
Oh my goodness.
They have to, especially now, see, with my boys, and they're only maybe, my daughter's only like 2 years younger than my middle child. When he got shots, he didn't even get this many shots. He got like 2, and it might have been combined, I don't know, but he only got like 2. And then she gets I guess she had to catch up. I don't know. They said that she had missed some, but he didn't have to get more because he missed some. So I don't know what they're doing now, but it's definitely different. And I noticed that. I said something is changed, and now they have to get more chickenpox vaccines. And I'm just like, I am not liking this. And my husband's like, well, she already registered. I said, yeah. He's like, screw them. I was like, well, they could kick her out. And he's like, we'll figure it out. Because he was really upset when he heard that, because he was the one that said, well, she needs to get just the regular vaccines. And he gave the doctor hell because she didn't even know what the hip was. She's like, well, it's influenza shot. He's like, well, what is it exactly? She's like, it's a type of influenza shot. He's like, so is it a flu shot? And she's like, well, no, it's the influenza shot. He's like, well, explain it to me. And she couldn't, because they don't know what they're giving their patients. They just know they have to administer them. And I got all the pamphlets too, which I've been thinking about going over, but I got all the inserts, like the actual inserts. They kept trying to give me this crap of a folder. They always have this binder with information on vaccines, but it does not give what is in the vaccines and what are, necessarily the actual side effects of each vaccine.
I think the vaccine should have like ingredient lists, like any food. It needs to be.
I don't understand. I think it's totally wrong to give kids the chickenpox vaccine, because a person can go their entire life and not get chickenpox. But if one of the results from this is also possible shingles, that's also a problem.
Mm-hmm.
Right, and I think that's what Evie was asking me for that reason, because I think he's seeing a pattern here that a lot of people are getting shingles now, and
at younger ages too.
After the chickenpox vaccine, right?
Yeah, probably. And
I believe I believe that's exactly correct too, because I watched as it was happening, because I was worried about chickenpox. I'd been over vaccinated in my life. I had been vaccinated 8 full series because my mom always lost my records. So I have been so vaccinated. I don't even know if anybody's got more vaccinations on the planet than me. I could probably, in no exaggeration, go on the Guinness Book of World Records for the most vaccines. But one of the things is I didn't know if I had the chickenpox, because when I got the mumps and possibly chickenpox or something, it was when I was 1 year old, and so she doesn't remember. So I was kind of clueless about the vaccines back then, and I went ahead with the chickenpox series, right? And then I watched, so many years later now, we're going almost a decade later, all of a sudden there's all these ads on TV about shingles.
Yeah, they're pushing the shingles vaccine.
Yeah.
I had a picture one time where I was at a Rite Aid or whatever, and they had the flu shot sign and the shingle sign right next to each other. I don't know what happened to that picture, but when I first was figuring things out, I was like, that's a load of malarkey. I was like, that is crap.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah. So it makes me question it, because I've always made quick links like that in my brain when I see something like that. Like, whoa, wait a minute. This is crazy.
It's like maybe they're releasing something so people get the shingles and then think, oh shit, I need to get that vaccine. You know what I'm saying?
Follow the money.
Yeah.
Because I mean, like, I got that shit out of nowhere. I think I was like 16 or 17 or something like that when I got the shingles the first time.
I was 12 when mine popped up, and they said that was very rare for a person of my age, even at 21. To have, and I said, I've had this ever since I was 12, because we thought it was a spider bite, and it was like blistering up, and they didn't know, but my doctor actually tested it. She's like, yeah, you have shingles, and that's very strange. I was like, yeah, I thought old people got it. She's like, yeah, that's usually what happens.
Yeah, it could be just, you got a weak immune system or something too. That's what I was reading on.
Yeah, well, I know I do, because I had antibiotics after antibiotics when I was a child, because I had strep every single year. I had bronchitis quite often too. So I had antibiotics pumped in me constantly, and I heard that that kills the good bacteria too, in a way, if you Too much of
it. Yeah, too much is not good too. It's just like only if you're really sick and you don't want to use it too. You don't want antibiotics too long either. You know what I mean? You just want to not use them as much as possible.
I was purposely giving.
Hey, Drew.
Hey, Drew.
Are you guys purposely giving the chicken pox? I was.
I don't know. I might have been. Actually, I think they had me play with fucking like some kid that had it, and I ended up getting into something back in preschool or some shit.
Yeah, they used to have chicken pox
parties.
Yeah.
Did that for me, man. They fucking threw me in a room with my cousin and their friends, sick asses, just so I could get sick.
Yep, so just so you can get it and get it over with, because you only get it once.
Yeah. Well, then you get the shingles.
Sometimes, yeah.
Sometimes.
I see Jay.
Hey, guys.
Hey,
Jay.
I was just fixing to ask, is like the tetanus shot, is it bad for you, or is it one of those shots that's helps you?
You should probably get it if you cut yourself with some rusty ass shit.
Yeah, but there is mercury in that particular shot.
Tetanus?
Yes.
I stepped on a nail and I didn't get a tetanus shot because they said, "Did you have one within 10 years?" I don't care if I did or not. You're not shooting me up.
Exactly.
I don't got lockjaw. I'm feeling good. Don't worry, guys. I would know.
Every tetanus shot there's mercury?
Yes.
Holy shit, really?
I guess it was the early 90s last time I had a tetanus shot.
I'd never had one, I don't think. But,
my school, I have so many fucking shots. I don't know how I'm fucking, my brain isn't all up there, but my school didn't.
I had like.
I'm sorry, Scotty, go ahead.
What was it? I had those. That's all I really ever had, I think. For hepatitis B, right? They give you like a couple of those.
You have to get that shit.
Yeah. You have to get Hep A and Hep B, I think.
Yeah.
I got that, and then I think I got a booster back when I was a kid, and that was it. That's all I remember.
Well, see, it doesn't even make sense. Why do children have to get these Hep shots? Because unless you've been around somebody that's been to another country or prison or whatever, and that's what they always ask you. Like every time you come in, it's like, okay, I already answered this. The answer is no.
Mm-hmm.
It's like, or if the answer is yes, then they're still gonna, either way they'll give it to you. It's like.
Yeah, it's like everybody already got Hep A though. That's why they give you the Hep B. You know what I mean? Because it's like everybody, like, you've already gotten Hep A at some point, when you're a baby or something. Like, it's actually from like particles of fucking shit too, It's kind of nasty. From people not washing their hands and shit.
Oh, let's gross everybody out right now because it's really fucking disgusting.
We're talking medical here, right, Scully?
Hepatitis, baby.
No, I don't mind talking medical.
They didn't even isolate in a lab yet, right? So it's just not even for sure that one of these hep strains is even legit.
Oh yeah, and hepatitis goes all the way up to like Hep Z.
Yeah. No, it's one of the first ones in the alphabet.
Yeah, I know. It just keeps going, and there's all different strains of hepatitis. They got
they're telling us this. That's the problem. They're telling us this.
Not just one hep. You'll get a couple heps.
Yeah, well, exactly, and that's the problem. One of these heps has definitely not been isolated yet, even in a lab, and yet they're giving people a vaccine for it.
Yeah, true.
That's dangerous.
Stuff is jacked up. I was going to ask Jay, since Jay's in here, how does your under $20 prepping stuff going, buddy?
I haven't done it lately. Matter of fact, I was just thinking about that the other day. I need to do another one. But yeah, being honest, I haven't done one lately. I've been trying to save up some money. I've been on my phone all this time, and I think I'm finally going to make the upgrade.
Oh.
I think I'm going to go ahead and break down and get a laptop and
sweet.
And get a good camera and all that good stuff.
And I could show some of you guys how to do videos if anybody's interested, and if they have, I don't know. I know Press is being all fancy. He's like, I got Final Cut Pro. I'm like, well, screw you. All I have is iMovie, even though it's a good software. So he's like,
I got some decent software too.
What do you have? What do you have, Drew?
I said I got some decent shit too. Like, we could put something together. Like, I just I'm about to start getting back to making my videos consistently and shit. There's a lot of personal shit's been going on. But...
Drew, I'm gonna start doing a clone.
What do you mean?
Dude, you know how you did your clone video? I was gonna totally do that before you even did one. I was like, Drew is reading my mind, man.
Yeah.
Totally doing a clone. Yeah, because I figured out how to do that on my iMovie, and I was like, oh, yes, that's gonna be awesome. And it's kind of gonna be like like me myself fighting or arguing with my other self. That's kind of like, chemtrails aren't real. What are you talking about? You're just acting crazy. That kind of person. It's like, well, look at this right here, and just talk to myself as, my alternate thinking process. See how that goes.
Yeah, man. It's pretty funny.
What's up?
Yeah.
Experimental vaccines.
What up?
I love Kenny.
Hey, V.
What a perfect time to join.
What the hell?
Yeah, I heard you guys were talking about vaccines. What's
Yeah. We just had a little something.
Now, am I correct in the fact that there is thimerosal or mercury, which is pretty much the same thing, in a tetanus vaccine?
Yeah, there's thimerosal. Definitely.
Yeah, if it's got thimerosal, then it's definitely the mercury.
Yeah.
It's a mercury compound, correct?
Exactly.
There's about six different vaccines now that still have the thimerosal in them. The leading one is the flu shot, which has twice as much thimerosal as any of the other ones, because it's a double dose. Most vaccines are like a 0.25 in the milliliter size, but the flu shot's a 0.5, so they give you twice the dose. And that the level that's in there is used for like a 225-pound man. So you can imagine, like, if the little kid goes and gets the flu shot, So.
Exactly.
Kenny, I think that's why people take the flu shot, because they see it as something they should just do, and they think it's the least harmful of all needles you could get, but it could really hurt you the most. So it's kind of messed up how it's marketed like that.
Oh, it's a brilliant scheme. And nobody sees it too, because when I lived in Colorado, we used to wait around for hunting season to come so we can go get our hunting licenses and stuff,
Mm-hmm.
And then I see flu season come out, and I'm like, what's going on here? How come the flu goes up after they announce flu season? It's like, go out and get your shots, everybody go get the flu, so we can talk about it.
We can get it over with while it goes cold for us in Canada, so we can all die inside in our bed.
They're gonna start charging you a permit to not get your shots now.
Yeah, I had no idea the influenza virus was migratory. I didn't realize.
From Asia all the way.
Yeah, it just comes here in the wintertime. That's so silly.
Yeah, and they just know the strain of flu that it's gonna be. It's like fucking.
They predict it, and it might be, it might not be, but even if it isn't, you're protected from something else. It's just so stupid.
Giant test. We're all fucking lab rats.
Yeah, pretty much.
That's why every time you go to a doctor, they're sitting there writing in their little notebooks and shit. You know what I mean? That's all it is. Taking their little notes.
Hey,
go ahead, Evie.
Oh, I was just gonna say, they mess with people so much when it comes to, especially like the thimerosal. Each one of the states in here in the United States has an act that each one of the states came out with, and it's called the Thimerosal Free Act, or the Mercury Free Act. So right off the bat, people are led to believe that, oh look, they've even came out with a bill that says that there's, it's free. There's no more mercury in it. But all it really does.
But they up the aluminum, don't they?
No, when you read through the bill, all it does is it regulates the amount of mercury that goes into them.
Right.
But just like the Patriot Act and all those other different acts that they come out with, they're just they like slap you in the face just with the title alone.
Yeah, that's deceiving.
Because it all really is just an act.
And that's all people will look into. They're going to flip through their papers, see that there was this act initiated, and not look any further into it, and just be like, whew, all that mercury's gone.
Yeah,
that's where research comes in.
Yeah, especially if they're really busy. Like, say they're highly educated, they have a good job, they're really busy during the day. Most of those people are just title readers. They'll read the headline, they'll read maybe the first sentence in the paragraph, and then they move forward. So if they read like, oh look, there's a Mercury Title Act, it's connected to a .gov, it's these people are liars. There's no more mercury in the vaccines.
Right, that's right. all about the appearance.
Yeah. I was going to say, Crystal posted something, and she said she was thinking about me when she did it. But there's certain, like what me and Influence were talking about, natural essential oils and herbs that will pull that stuff
metal
out.
Detox.
Yeah, detox your body from at least a little bit of that stuff. I don't know how much exactly, but I'm sure it does a pretty good amount. And that's actually what I did to my daughter. I was telling Crystal, I gave her a Epsom salt bath both times for like a couple days. And the second time...
Epsom salt is shit. Sorry.
Oh, it really is. I love that stuff. You don't even take it for constipation. It's like a cure-all almost. And so I gave that to her, and we called it a princess bath because I put the flowers in there too.
Aww.
And she was like, yeah, I dig this. And that second set of shots, it seemed like it didn't phase her as bad. She said her legs hurt really bad, like the first couple days, like her legs were hurting really bad. But she didn't run a fever, but for like 1 day, and then she was completely fine. But it seemed like that Epsom salt really just helped a ton. So
you should keep doing that for the next 6 months. Just do it like once a week.
Yeah, definitely. That's what.
Stay with it, okay, for like at least 6 months.
But when I have
they bond really well with like all the soft tissue in the body. It's hard
yeah.
And Jason suggested bentonite clay, and I agree with that.
Now, what is that? I'm not aware.
Oh, yeah. Ladder, what you want to look up is medicinal clay. Look up medicinal clay online, and then you'll find a lot. What happens is this has been known through writings of the past. They found that a lot of pregnant women, when they'd get pregnant, would go and they'd eat dirt, and they'd go and eat clay, and they tried to figure out why they were doing that. So nowadays they've realized that what they were doing is they were deficient. The women were deficient in a certain chemical or mineral or nutrient or vitamin that was in the clay, and that comes from a lot of cravings too. Like if you ever find yourself like, oh, I need a pickle right now, there's probably something in the pickle that your body's really deficient in, and that's why your body's making you crave it. So they did a lot of studies on that, and the clay helps to pull all the free radicals and especially the heavy. Like these heavy minerals and stuff like that, the heavy metals and stuff.
Yeah, one of my kids does that too. Like he likes to eat. Well, he used to. He's not as bad now, but he used to put rocks in his mouth and eat dirt. Yeah. And I'm like, what are you doing? And then I read up on it, and they're like, yeah, it is a deficiency of some sort. Yeah, okay. I didn't know what that was called. Yeah. The stuff was called. So was it like
medicinal clay?
Is it like a pill or?
No, it'll actually be clay. It's clay.
Is it like the tenacious earth?
It's clay.
You just eat it?
Yeah. Mm-hmm.
Is it food grade tenacious earth?
Oh, like diatomaceous earth? No, it might be different.
Okay.
You could get it in encapsulated form. They have it all broken down for natural consumption and stuff like that. But some of the best ways are like the natural form of it. They'll sell it to you in blocks. There's a handful of websites out there.
Cool. I'll definitely have to get some of that. But yeah, the diatomaceous earth influence. Yeah, I have like 2 huge bags of that, and that kills all the bugs from trying to come into my house, or at least deter them. And I heard it's really good for like your plants, your tomato plants, and yeah, that stuff's the bomb.
But there's also a food grade of that.
Yeah, that's what I use.
I'm telling you, you can drink that shit.
Yeah.
You mix it in water and you drink it.
Yeah, it's good for parasites. Yeah.
To kill all the parasites in your body and everything.
Yeah.
The shit for your plant, but you got to make sure it's like the plant or the edible, whatever you call it.
Yeah, it's got to be the food grade because there's 2 different kinds, and yeah.
Hey, V, I got a question going back to what we was talking about just a minute ago. Like, if I stepped on a rusty nail or got a really funky scrape, and I went and got a tetanus shot, how bad is that tetanus shot? How bad is it hurting me, or is it at all?
Well, Jay, the thing with the tetanus shot is it's a tetanus toxoid is what you're being infected with, and that tetanus toxoid is really easy to manipulate genetically. And what's been going on in different countries, there's been a bunch of countries. I've done a handful of videos on this, where they're giving the tetanus shot to women, and it has an HCG hormone that's bound to the tetanus toxoid inside the vaccine.
Oh yeah, we talked about that one time. Yes.
It's been going on for a long time. I mean, they're really good at engineering this kind of stuff. And what ends up happening is if a woman gets the tetanus shot, she'll produce an antibody to this HCG hormone, which is normally produced during pregnancy, and it helps the pregnancy along. Okay, so if she already has an antibody to it, whenever she gets pregnant, her body's going to attack the pregnancy, and it's a sterility agent. You know? Yeah. As far as if you were to consume that, it's not going to have too much of an impact on you, other than your body's going to recognize that there's a foreign element in there. It's completely genetically modified, and your body's not going to know how to deal with it. It's going to react in a strange fashion to it. You know, but the scariest thing about the tetanus one is that they can bind a lot of other things to it. The HCG is just one of the things that we've been able to find. One of the governments, just if you look up one of my videos, I go through the whole thing. I do so much stuff all the time that a lot of it just goes right in and out of my mind. You know what I mean? But this whole people were complaining about it, so the government was like, well, we're going to test the vaccine. They tested it. They found all this stuff in there, and they banned it from their country. They're like, no more. What are you guys doing? You're sterilizing all of our country.
What country?
Thank God for them.
You'll have to look it up. I'll put a link in the side chat to my the video. So.
Awesome.
Because I know
remember right now, I got way too much marijuana in the way.
So I think everybody can agree with vaccines and chemtrails and friendship. I think we can all agree on those things.
Absolutely.
Yeah, I think most would agree too with ending the war on drugs and legalization or decriminalization of marijuana.
Gotta go.
Decriminalization, yes. Decriminalization.
That's right.
Yeah.
Wait,
We're
marijuana's
all
illegal?
here for the same things.
Are you saying cannabis is a crime?
No.
Never.
Not in my eyes.
Never. It never, ever, ever is.
Just by growing a plant, you can go to jail forever.
Chemtrails don't exist.
So, Evie, you got me scratching my head here. Just if I could reflect just for 1 second, I could think of 4, possibly 5 times in my life I've got a tetanus shot. Have I got like an overdose or what?
No. You just what you gotta look at. What you gotta look at there, Jay.
I got beat up pretty bad as a kid.
Well, for you gotta look at how resilient you are. I mean, you're a freaking superhero. I mean, you're able to like have a conversation with us. We can understand what you're saying. You've been subjected to all these vaccines. You know, you would have to go through a genetic test, and you'd have to go in and get an allergy test. That's the best thing to do. If you go in and get an allergy test, they like take all these needles and they like they poke them on your back, and they can test you depending upon how much money you spend. You can get screened for so much stuff to find out what you're allergic to and what you're not, and it gives you a really good idea of how your body's been affected by things.
Yeah, don't they poke you with like 200 needles or some shit?
Yeah, they have like these little needle pads that they hit you with, and all the little needles are primed with whatever substance that's going to create a histamine response to see if like you have an allergic reaction to it. And that's what the vaccines are doing. That's the main thing. I mean, as far as as far as like what they're trying, how they're using it, because whatever they do, they have 100 different reasons for it. Right, and for the vaccines, they use them to like expand the pharmaceutical industry, and one of the courses they're doing now is like the allergies and the exotic illnesses that you don't see anywhere else that are all associated with vaccines, but they're not going to know even for like 10 or 15 years. They're not going to know like like especially 10 years from now, like there's going to be so many dog allergies going on because like the 2014 flu shot, they used a dog cell in it to culture all the flu
Thank
shots.
God I never get flu shots. Woohoo!
And then
Amen.
Like right now, if you go online and you type in dog flu, you'll find out that all the dogs in America all have the flu. And it's like, wait a minute, they infused the dog cell into the human vaccine, gave it to all the humans, and now all the dogs are sick. And plus, remember last year's vaccine, the 2014? I did a video, it says 82% ineffective. Like only 18% of the people that got the vaccine didn't get sick.
I think I saw that. Yeah,
it's like
18% efficacy is not something you want to invest your time in.
Right.
That's not 18%. That's not even like close to a pass.
Yeah, and they were probably lying.
Yeah, and then they tell the public that they just picked the wrong strain. They're like, we picked the wrong strain of influenza.
You're good.
But then you look into it, and there's 104 different strains to pick from. But yet all the other years they picked accurately. You know, it's like, come on.
It's roulette, you know, and it's just a giant with nothing but a bunch of guinea pigs, you know. That's it.
Yeah.
That's it.
And where
Especially
was it,
now that the
you
government took
could
over.
go to Midland, Texas, to the McDonald's and get a GMO burger and a vaccine shot. Isn't that correct?
Every year.
Bring that up.
I mean, here's something I've been saying, right? I mean, I know for the most part GMOs are no good, right? But can't GMOs, I mean, just the label GMO to say, oh, because the GMO is bad. I mean, can't some GMOs be good?
Well, I think Monsanto is what you really need to be worried about. Genetically modified, I don't think necessarily is a bad thing. It's when you have Roundup and everything that
exactly. That's what I mean, you know. But I mean, I feel like when people they just see GMO now and they're fucking, you know, they
there's an
run
immediate
from it.
stigma.
No, Scully, anything GMO is bad, dude.
Yeah, that's what I was saying.
GMO is bad.
Anything GMO.
I'm not gonna just say
what
that.
What if they make a something GMO that fucking cures cancer or something? You know what I'm saying, dude? Like,
you have to understand.
People
like,
live thousands of years.
it's kind of a big
before
group,
us.
you know. It's like a big term, like, you know what I'm saying? I mean, I know most of it is
No,
not.
it's not just about the pesticide side of it, but it's about there's like 3 different types of GMOs, and then there's ones that naturally, I don't know, what was it, enhance the color. Drew did a video about it.
Yeah,
so there's like
and then
that kind.
how
and
the
then there's
seeds
one other
die after one growth.
I mean, you get what I'm saying, right?
No,
yeah,
I
but
know
I
what
don't
you're
ever
saying.
think, I still don't think.
I think there's a dissonance that's created by the term GMO being used with hybridization because, I mean, I've grown marijuana and I've taken 2 different strains and made one strain.
Yeah.
And a lot of people think that's GMO when it's not
Right.
GMO.
No, that's not. Yeah, exactly.
Well,
Like
you're
the
mixing 2
genetic
natural things together. That's not bad.
They take, what they'll do is they'll take genes out of, let's say, like for the tomato, okay? They wanted to make tomatoes so they can grow them in colder temperatures.
Yeah.
So they took a gene out of the salamander because the salamander could live in colder temperatures. And in order to infuse that gene inside of the tomato, they put all these little tiny genetic components of the genes that they believe are responsible for that ability to exist in colder temperatures. They put them on little pieces of gold that go in this genetic gun that they shoot at cells, okay? And they shoot the gun at like millions and millions of these tomato cells until they can get the genetic material they want to hit and stick into the DNA.
It's a mutation.
Where they want it.
Yeah, exactly.
You know?
Yeah, I know what you're saying.
And in order for this to happen, they have to attach to it what is called a promoter gene. Now, a promoter gene is like a little key that unlocks cells. It turns genes on and off. Okay. Now, the whole genome, the whole genetic modification in Monsanto's, their whole thing was marketed on that their product was stable. Okay. That everything that they did genetically modified, that was a stable organism. What they've ended up finding out is that whatever they do, the promoter gene migrates out of the DNA, and it goes and it starts testing its key on all the locks of your DNA. And that's what's creating a lot of these allergies and illnesses that are, I mean, the vaccines and GMO stuff's really closely connected because of the gut flora is what like protects us as far as humans go. So that's one of the big differences when it comes to like GMO and hybridization. It's a hit and miss as far as like the technology goes. They don't know what's going to happen. They're trying to get a result. Exactly. And once they get the result, they publish it really quick. And then it's like 15 years later that they found out all the other side effects that happen from it. But they've already found, based just on the tomato alone, there's salamander in the Gulf of Mexico that have bacteria in their gut that secrete oil as a byproduct. And that's because of the genetic modification from that promoter gene that was in the tomato. So all the GMO food you eat, the promoter genes migrate out of that food into your cells, and they're changing you into something else. They're changing your kidneys into something else. They're changing your lungs into something else, and that as a byproduct of that is cancer. We get a lot of these cancers. And
yeah, because
like
I seen this thing. It said like a GMO like helped this girl beat leukemia or some shit.
Yeah, but we can't put
It's like
everything.
they don't know though. I feel like there's just not enough, you know, research into it. I feel like just to hear GMO and think evil, you know, I mean, for the most part right now, yeah. I'm like, you know, all the shit that Monsanto's doing, evil as fuck, you know.
It's the same thing if like we were in like 1962 and people were talking about how bad cigarettes were.
Yeah.
You know, they'd be like, well, you know, it doesn't look like they're that bad. Everybody seems to be enjoying them. Everybody seems to be fine.
I hear you.
You know, like flash forward to today and here we are. You know, it's like that. So it's not like it was like
definitely a hell of a lot safer
engineered
eating
for
natural,
that.
no doubt. You know,
they're trying to just make more money. You know, and just a byproduct of them making more money. If they can make people sick too, that makes their sister company a little more money also.
That's
You know,
right.
so they don't care.
Yeah.
You know, they might not have like engineered it that way, but the byproduct they enjoy. They're like, oh yeah, people are getting sick. You know, because like 1 in 3 kids have a chronic disease. 1 in 6 are developmentally disabled. 1 in 8 have asthma. 1 in 9 have diabetes. 1 in 11 are obese. And all I hear is people talking about America like, oh, we're so healthy. We're #1 in everything. I'm like, yeah, sick people.
That's true.
Yeah.
I got a hamburger bun in my cupboard that will be a year old next month. That is still a hamburger bun that never deteriorated. It broke down. It went to about a half its size. As hard as
You know, I saw that video that you did, JT, and I actually have some buns sitting in my drawer right now that I bought 2 months ago, and not a speck of mold on them. They're, you know, not completely hard, but they aren't soft, but they still have perfect form.
That's it. And if you will, and if you think about it, if you have a way to measure it now and wait 6 months to see if it shrank, because mine have definitely shrank. I have a hot dog bun from December, and it's shrinking too. But I wished I had have measured it, the day I got it versus today.
Mm-hmm.
Right.
I didn't think about that. And that must be the moisture coming out.
Well, it's definitely shrinking. Like that hamburger bun will fit in the palm of my hand.
That's crazy. I noticed You've had that shit for a year too?
Yeah, next month will be a year. That's the date on the bread package is June.
And it's just in a bag?
I'm sorry?
Yeah.
Just in a regular bag, just sitting there?
Yeah, in the bag it came in.
Holy shit.
Yep. Actually, because I'm a prepper, my roots started as a prepper, and I had it in the back of my pantry. Somehow or another, that one bun made it to the back of the shelf, I guess, and I missed it. And about January, I was like, well, shit, how did I miss this? And it wasn't, there wasn't no flies, there wasn't no mold, it wasn't broke down, It wasn't stinking, nothing. I was like, damn, and it was hard as a rock. I was like, holy shit, and I went to looking at the best sell by date, and it was like June 15th or something like that.
Holy shit, man.
And I was like, holy shit, this thing's 6 months old. So I just kind of held on to it. And about the time I realized it, I took a hot dog bun and done the same thing with it. And it's doing the same thing. Now, I have had bread since then that would mold and turn colors and get funky, and I throw it in the garbage.
Like real bread.
Yeah.
That's crazy.
Yeah,
some
break down, some don't.
Yeah.
I honestly can't remember the last time I ate a McDonald's burger.
It's like White Castle, like that shit won't even digest in your stomach, man. This shit come out looking the same way it did fucking when it went down.
Fun fact though about all these fast food shit. White Castle actually uses 100% real beef, no filler. Besides, out of the rest of the fucking bullshit chain. So actually, a White Castle burger is more healthy for you than like McDonald's, Wendy's, and the rest of that crap. But it's all shit though. I'm just saying.
I was just thinking that because I just ate one the other night, man.
It happens, man. I have one like once a year.
I used to have a friend that worked at Taco Bell, and she said the meat, the box, the meat come in, said it was like grade D meat.
Oh my goodness!
Like the factory swept this shit up, put it in a box.
Sounds about right, man. That fucking Taco Bell, man. Ugh.
Yeah.
Man, if it fucks your gut up that fast and does that much damage to your gut.
Yeah.
You know it's got to be bad for you.
I bet your flora aren't happy. Your flora aren't happy after you eat that shit.
I'm sorry.
You know, inside of the stomach is the flora, and they get all carries all the bacteria, whether it's good or bad, and you choose what you put in your stomach. So.
I picture a cop standing there with his hand, like he's in the middle of a four-way, and he's got this lane of traffic blocked, and he's letting Taco Bell come on through.
The gross part about it is fucking Taco Bell. I don't know about you guys' neighborhoods, but like around here, Taco Bell is pushing their new breakfast menu, and like now they got a shit ton of commercials. I'm like, who the fuck wants to eat Taco Bell 7, 8, 9 in the morning?
Right, I need a fucking chalupa at fucking 8 in the morning, you know?
I need fruit in the morning. I don't know. Most of these places don't provide fruit, so I'm not really going to go there.
I'll take some biscuits and gravy in the morning.
Right, have a taco and an apple.
Yeah.
Apple.
It's like, you know how they all try to do healthy menus and shit.
Yeah, it's like McDonald's, like, you know, they give you that, like for the kids, like they have like these health shit and little apple slices, but yet they give you that sugary ass syrup shit to dip it in.
Yeah, they give you a fucking bunch of fucking caramel dip.
Yeah, and they have a cheeseburger for their Happy Meal as well. Come on, you can't mix those things together and still expect yourself to be doing something right for your body. That is not how it works.
Oh man, they'll do anything to make that money though.
Oh.
Is Red there? Hey Red, how you doing?
What's up, Drapes?
Drapes.
Hey Janelle, I missed you.
I missed you all too. I've been trying to get people to update me with what's going on, but it's been like
you don't want to know.
It's like that. Oh. Well, I think it's the perfect time for me to come back then, if it's like that.
Yeah. Unite us.
Well, I see the invite, but I went to find the channel. I was like, well, where in the hell is she at? And I had to sub the new channel.
It's not old me, it's new me with just a slightly one-letter different email address and the same screen name.
Hey, maybe that's why I didn't get an invite at first, because I wasn't subbed to the channel at first. That's probably what it was.
Might be.
Yeah, I couldn't find anyone that I didn't have added.
Yeah, that's cool. Yeah.
Or maybe I'm just lazy. There's a lot of you that I like, so this is going to take a little while.
Why did you make a new account on YouTube?
She got a strike.
Oh.
Bruce Springsteen.
So they restricted my live events, even though the videos that they copyright take down did me. Those are ones that I'm singing. I'm in bad standing, so I don't get to broadcast.
Hey, you know, I got a little insight. YouTube is working out a deal right now where they've almost got it figured out where they're going to let everybody start doing cover songs, like sing it and monetize it, to where there's no more like problems with like strikes and stuff. So all that's going to go away. Like people can start doing karaoke and singing like cover tunes as the music's playing in the background. They've been trying to work that out for a long time now, and it's only about 3 months away.
Fuck them. So. I love doing that shit.
A bunch of people already doing that. They just only seem to target certain individuals.
Once the money's there, once you got 500,000 subs, I mean, and you're doing something nefarious. I ask all the time, I'm like, how come the channel Vsauce gets to show everybody else's videos? They're like, look at the cool videos we found. I'm like, you pricks, you guys aren't doing shit other than like combining everybody else's great videos together, putting an ad on it, and then you guys get to play it. And anytime I leave a comment like, how come you guys can do this and I can't, everybody like trolls me with, because you're stupid, you think vaccines are bad. So I never get an answer to it,
It doesn't even require an answer when they can't understand that vaccines, yes, they're bad. Okay, they're bad.
But there's a lot out there.
Bad, okay.
I watched this one. Well, this one lady. She does reviews on movies, and she's really good. She'll do like a 15-minute review. She has her face on one side of the screen, and on the other side she's like throwing up images from the movie and stuff. And I've asked her dozens of times, how are you able to do this? She like shows the trailer to the movie and she talks about like, oh look, I like this scene here, like, and she freezes it and talks about it for a while. I'm like, if I did that, they'd drone strike my house.
Hey, you guys, I want to check out of here, and so there's room for you to come in. And hugs, Jay, and all of you. And Evie, thanks for coming in and helping answer some questions, and Scully, and Drew, and Red, and everybody. You guys have a good one, okay?
You too.
Yeah, you have a good one.
See you later.
Yes.
Bye, girl.
Hugs, Scully.
Take care.
I always appreciate Influence's insight, so it's good.
Oh, was Influence leaving? I totally missed that. I said bye to Scully because I thought he said later.
Yeah.
What you try to say?
GTFO.
It sounds so similar.
Yeah. They don't. I think I missed all that because of the meeting.
It happens to the best of us.
No, I always have blonde moments. That's just me. I'm a ditz sometimes. I'll admit it.
See, I have brunette moments all the time.
When a man
I have red moments, red-haired moments. You ever get like real ginger-like?
I love gingers.
Oh yeah, me too.
I love
don't get me started.
Gingers are hot, dude.
Don't get me started. My ex was a ginger. My last ex was a ginger.
Not necessarily ginger, but I like that's like that strawberry blondish ginger.
That's the kind. That's the kind.
I like chicks that look like they have no soul. I'm talking.
I'll be back, guys.
Ones without soul.
Soulless birds are where it's at.
Those ones. Those are the ones you watch out for.
That sounds like one night at a time there.
Like from The Shining or some shit.
Those kind of girls you meet and you're like, how'd you find me?
The children of the damned. The fucking blonde ones with blue eyes and no soul.
I know.
Y'all ever seen that movie?
Oh, you mean Russian ones?
Children of the Corn.
Oh yeah, the Russian chicks. Yeah, they usually have a sniper rifle.
I dated this Russian chick for like 4 months, right? And finally she looked me right in the eyes and she goes, Kenny, I want to date a millionaire. I'm like, thanks for being honest. Fuck, sorry. That was the best breakup I'd ever liked. That was the best breakup line ever. I want to date a millionaire. I was like, oh.
Was she Russian?
Thanks. I'm glad. Yeah, she was Russian. Yeah. I only
just making sure I got your accent correct.
No, she was.
I want to be a millionaire. I want to date a millionaire.
Start saving up some rubles.
I dated her. She told me like the perfect Russian accent is if you can hold a piece of paper in front of your mouth and not have it move when you're talking, because the language came from a culture that was suppressed. You know, it's a relatively new language. You know, which I found was interesting. She tried to teach it to me for like a month till I started feeling really stupid, and I was like, oh. I was like, Zazatrovich. I'm like, why don't we just say Privyet? Privyet, mi druga. You know, so I learned a little bit of Russian, you know, but that's why I like dating Russian or like foreign girls, because you learn like real language, you know. It's so cool.
Anyway. I so want to sound bit what
girl,
Evie just said.
I digress.
My girl Irish, she got the little fucking
I'm part Irish.
On the topic, I was speaking French last night, actually.
Were you really?
I had a conversation in French, yes, at the bar.
Wait, you weren't just cussing?
No. We're not from Montreal, okay?
I was just teasing you.
Yeah, I suck. My mom's.
Is it a French that could be understood if you were in France? It's that close? It's like.
Well, the person that I was speaking French with lived in France and lived also has Canadian French history because he was in Quebec. So, yeah.
Nice.
It was kind of a mix of the two. It was really cool. I could understand it.
Yeah. I always find that fascinating as far as like the dialects and stuff. I've worked construction work. My dad had a construction crew and stuff, so he'd always employ Mexicans and stuff. And there'd be times when there'd be like two Mexicans on the same crew that couldn't talk to each other because they were from two parts of South America that just like the languages they didn't work. I was like, oh, that's so fascinating. You know?
No, French is flowing. It's a very flowing language, so it's hard to confuse unless you don't know the slang or the certain dialect. Yeah.
Hey, Amanda.
You have to kind of know both.
I'm learning my.
Amanda.
Fuck that shit.
Yeah. The same with like Russian and Ukrainian. Those two languages are really close together, but they're completely different. You know?
I would even attempt that shit.
Is that? Do you mean like?
True.
Do you mean like the?
Give up on language.
No, I speak. No, like I'm learning. Well, I'm getting my French on now. My mom speaks fluent French. She's half French. She was in Paris when she was a kid, but she's been forcing me to speak French since I was a kid. But I always ignored it, and now I'm the one like, oh, teach me now. So,
yeah. Now when your brain is a piece of like mush, it's not fair.
So she tried.
I like how spongy like kids are. They just pick up everything. My nephew's starting to talk, guys. So that's kind of cool.
Teach him sign language. Sign language rocks.
Well, he's in a different country, but I saw the video at least. He said bye, and he waved his little hand, and he gives high fives or low fives because he's pretty low. And he's starting to really understand the whole human interaction, and it's really cute.
Before the age of 8, it's the easiest to learn a language. So if you have small kids, you want to teach them.
I better hurry up.
After that, it's a discipline that they have to learn.
Yeah, I actually heard that up till 8 years old, right? Like that's when the child's personality has been like completely molded.
Exactly. Yeah, their emotional IQ is what that's coined.
Yeah.
8 years.
Yeah.
Yeah. I feel
check this out. This is really fascinating. When you at 8 years old, okay, imagine if you have kids, okay, and say they're 8 or 9, and you see them respond to a problem, whatever kind of problem it is, how they emotionally respond to it. They're going to respond to the same type of problem the same way at age 28, unless they understand the control dramas that are affecting the way that they're making, the emotions that are arising in them. That's a trip. When I see people that are like 35 freaking out, I'm like, you're an 8-year-old that never grew up.
Yeah.
Dude,
we are.
I've been working
We're
on that.
all young at heart. We're young at heart, guys.
That's exactly what I've been working on with my 7-year-old and my 7, 6, and 4-year-old. It's like, okay, we're gonna get past this real quick because we can't continue to have this attitude about life. Because my oldest is kind of OCD, and I'm like, it's okay if it's not spelled right. Just do your work. And he's like, it has to be spelled right. I'm like, no, it doesn't.
It has to be. It has to be.
He's a perfectionist. So I'm just like, if you stay like this forever, like your daddy, that everything has to be perfect, we're gonna have problems in real life because you can't be a perfectionist this bad. This is like
it is that way though.
It is.
I wish every word could be spelled right. Like that's like a dream come true to me. Like that's like me sitting on a cloud. Everybody's spelling the words right. That's like phenomenal in my head because of it's just perfection. Yes, I strive for perfection.
Let's have a spelling bee.
No.
Spelling bee, and then we'll have a little karaoke.
Well, supposedly I'm supposed to do a dance off with Amanda. So.
Hey now.
Yeah.
Trade dance off.
Trade dance off. Yeah. Oh my God. I wish she was here because I was like, hey, Amanda, and I guess she had to pop back out because of her phone. But I was gonna ask her because we were like, which dance floor do you have? And we were discussing. She's like, well, you tell me which one you have. I'll go get it. Yeah.
Or we could do like a Hollywood Squares or some shit.
Yeah, that would be awesome.
We'll just start twerking.
No.
Twerking.
No,
if we have to have a musical, we're gonna have a musical. That would be cool.
I think that's what we should do in this community. If there's somebody we don't like,
musical.
we do a dance video.
Throw some Juicy J and start twerking.
Oh. Yeah, nobody talks about trolling anymore. We talk about twerking, guys. That's what we do.
Right.
Hey, Jazzy just joined us.
Twerk,
Jazzy.
make that booty work.
Oh.
Twerk for truth.
Oh shit.
Getting jazzy and twerking up in there.
What's going on? What's up on the island?
Not much. What's happening down the Americas?
Same old
Canadas.
thing. Lies and deceptions.
Still burning up in flames.
Same thing.
As always.
I see. How's the trades and trudes doing?
I'm doing pretty good, thanks for asking. Yep.
The trudes. We gotta come up with a different.
Trades.
Oh, I think the men are trades as well.
That sounds pretty good.
So we're all trades, guys. Just be happy with it.
Well, what about Truther Trunks?
Oh, trunks. Now that's hot.
Trades and trunks.
Trades and trunks. Oh.
That one's a lot easier to say together.
Perfect. That's perfect. Yes, it is, and it has been decided, everyone.
Yeah,
Trunks
you,
are in the
Jazzy.
building.
It's official. It's going down. It's happening.
I think everybody just needs to have fun, and then all these little menial problems will go away.
Yeah, I think it's just all petty shit, you know. But the blocking and that makes everything worse, you know.
Jumping in and out.
It does.
It's all pettiness, you know.
It is. It's not the big picture of, you know, why we do this fight, whether it be spiritual for some person, political for another. That we're here to find the truth, and whatever our own personal truth is, I think we can all get along on at least a couple topics. So wherever you're with a group of people, find something you agree with them and talk about them.
We're all pretty much in this little group for a reason, you know what I mean? We all, you know, basically into the same shit, you know? I mean, there's just little disagreements here and there, but that ain't nothing, you know, you can't just talk about. Yeah, that's the whole point, you know? You debate, you talk about shit, you know?
And you get to deeper truth that way, I think, by discussion with, like, your friends. You're my friends. I love you.
Yeah, it's all love. It's all love.
Love you. Discussions and debates.
All about the love. The nerd.
You can respect everyone's opinion, and, you know.
Hey, Sammy.
Sammy.
Hey, how is everybody doing?
Sam, how are you?
Hey, Sammy.
Good. I don't even know what you guys are talking about. I just literally got on my phone and thought, okay, I'm gonna give it a try and see if you're all still there.
We're talking about
We hear you.
You're talking about what?
Mac and cheese is what it sounded like.
Oh, perfect.
Twerking
Finding-
Teletubbies.
Finding a commonality with every person so that you can have discussions and debates logically and respectfully.
I can say that I know Sammy, and I agree that Google Plus is somewhat run by Posner's, was it not? Did you not bring up his name in the Google building, and they escorted you and followed you? So I think
I don't know
I think
if
that is definitely.
I'm sorry. Go ahead.
Go ahead.
Go ahead, Janelle. I'm sorry.
No, I think it's suspicious, and it's the platform we're using, and all of us get screwed in the end. So I can agree with Sammy that happens. I find that common.
Yeah, and last night I was in a podcast with just 4 other people, and so there were 5 of us, and like 4 out of 5 of us, like our laptops literally shut down. Like almost, it was almost like it wouldn't even further than just being screwgled. We were like totally effed, you know.
Yeah, I think that net neutrality is going to really affect a lot of people. What is it, like June it's supposed to kick in full blast or something?
Yeah, what exactly are they going to do? I mean, like, what they're just going to...
In state, 332 pages, or what is it, 322 pages of legislation for internet rules, like pretty much like internet police.
It's like free speech will pretty much be gone.
On, what, like streaming and stuff like that?
They'll probably just pretty much shut down stuff if it's not, if it's I guess too controversial, or if they think it's a threat. In other words, like anybody talking anything like terrorists, you know, because they do it on Facebook already. They'll delete comments.
It's all those key terms. It's those key terms: domestic terrorists and
Mm-hmm.
extremists and whatever else they want to call us.
Conservatives.
So what's the reason to be watched? Well, we're not
patriots.
We're not falling for it. Is all.
You know, I don't know if any. I know there's probably. I think you might remember, Janelle, on Hoax Central. Somebody was trying to post a website address, just a link, and within 30 seconds it was gone. And we thought somebody was deleting it, like in the group, and then only to find out that it was completely deleted every time it was posted by Google. So, and I found that out because I tried to post it, and then it was deleted. And then the second time or the third time I posted it, I got a warning on my screen, like everything stopped, and I got a warning from Google saying, if you continue to post this website, we will suspend your account. And it was, I'll tell you what it is, AuthenticHits.com. and you guys might, I don't know if somebody's brave enough to try it, but I don't think they'll do anything the first time. But it's a website where you buy likes and dislikes and friends and comments, you know, to make your website look more popular than it really is.
How fucking sad is that, huh?
Yeah, so you know,
fucking sad.
we know we've always been monitored anyway, but you know that kind of proved to me that wow, somebody or some bot is paying attention, and yeah, it's a stiff warning. And that was the day I actually went to Google, to the Google office. It happened right before I was leaving, and yeah, and then the Posner thing was just, you know, these girls were just every question I had about Google and why they're doing certain things and how we can work with them and blah, 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 all they would say is, well, here's a website you can look at, or here's an email address you can set. They would not answer any questions. They would not give me any information, no names, nothing. I mean, that's for 15 minutes, all I heard was, well, here's the email address or here's the website address that you can go to, you know.
Yeah, that's the bullshit, you know.
Yeah, they give
Brick
people
wall.
other people to do their dirty work and be like, oh, here, this is the only thing we can do, and be like, you know, you just say that's all you can do. This is what you're paid to do, is just tell people. You can't even
Let me send you to our PR person that never fucking calls back or anything.
Exactly.
I was not escorted out of the building. Like, they didn't take me by the arm and lead me to the door. It's when they actually, a security guy came out, because when I brought up Posner, one of the receptionists went into, just, you know, wandered into the back, and then out came security, and he just kind of stood there smiling at me. So then when I left, he actually opened the door for me. So it wasn't like I was escorted. But two of them, followed me from, you know, I don't know, a couple hundred feet behind until they could see me leave the campus because I was walking. So, you know, just a little threatening, but not too much.
So they knew what was up with Posner as soon as you brought it up, huh?
I don't know. I mean, that's what I assumed, because it was just, you know, perfect timing for somebody to walk in the back right when I mentioned his name. So I don't know. I don't know anything. I came out of there knowing nothing more than I went in with, really, because they were just a brick wall.
Yeah, and Google's completely private, right? It's a completely private company.
Yeah, you know, I think it's private, and they wouldn't even give me names. Like, so can you tell me your supervisor's name so I can maybe, you know, try them and get some information out of them? No, I'm not allowed to give you their name. Well, what does this office in Seattle, what do you guys do here? I'm sorry, we're not allowed to give you that information. I go, well, what does the office in California do? I'm sorry, we're not allowed to give you that information. I said, well, where's your legal office? Which, you know, where would I send correspondence? I'm sorry, I can't tell you where the legal office is, but you can, you know, send an email to this email address. So, I mean, yeah, they're trained well. They're trained well. They were really nice. They stayed considerate, and so did I the whole time. I mean, I understood. I'm sure everything they're saying and doing is being monitored. You know, can you imagine trying to work like that? Like, knowing everything you say and do is, I mean, you probably couldn't even go to the bathroom at Google without them watching you.
Right.
You know?
Probably not.
Fucking dump on their algorithm and shit.
Yeah.
Fucking Google this. Just leave a floater right in there, fucking.
If you're listening, Lenny Posner, I dare you to take this video down.
Cherry bomb in Google's toilet.
No.
Fuck you. Yes.
Yeah, fuck you.
No.
Yeah, fuck you, Google, and your dirty bathrooms.
Yeah, Posner, Lenny.
Nobody
Posner.
wants to use those washrooms anyway.
Right?
Especially after Posner's in there.
Filthy.
Right.
Hire some maintenance, for Christ's sake.
Dude's got like a billion names, a billion aliases. Like, come on.
Where's
Who are you
Google?
really?
Where's FU Google at? I thought he was in here, no?
What? And what?
No, he left.
No.
I believe he said he was going to bed.
Oh, shit. I thought he was hopping on. Oh, well.
It's always really late there when I have my show because the whole Switzerland thing, the whole time zone thing.
Yeah, true. What is it,
So
like 8-hour difference or something? 10-hour, maybe.
Something like that.
Is experimental vaccines on here?
Yes, he is.
Yes.
Mute it up right now, though. Oh, there we
No, I was here. I was listening.
Oh, hey, I just heard you like a couple of weeks ago for the first time, and I think you've got like a really great channel. I didn't notice that you were here. I'm on my phone. Sorry, and I didn't even.
Oh, no worries. No, I was enjoying all the conversation you were having.
He has a great website as well.
Everybody raps TV. Everyone. We know that.
Oh yeah.
Great information.
When you were talking about your experience over there at Google, I wrote over in the side chat, I said I would have set my hair on fire and pulled out the chainsaw. I was really vibing with you.
I really want.
In the building.
Can you imagine?
Since you're on your phone, I'm sure you didn't see that. You know, that's why I wanted to tell you.
Oh no, I can't. Yeah, I don't get to see anything going on. Just a few people. But yeah, no, I've learned so much off your channel. I'm just amazed. Yeah. Thank you for doing all that.
Hey, did those people seem human, or was it more like a Stepford Wives kind of like, like this weird type of behavior? Were they acting weird, or
No, they were.
Were they kind of human? I mean,
yeah, totally. Yeah, no, I know what you mean, and no, they were just two girls in their, maybe 26, 27, maybe, just doing their job. I mean, they were getting red in the face because I'm sure they were embarrassed. Gotcha. I don't think I was supposed to be let in, for one thing, because the doors were locked. I thought you could walk into the lobby and try to, talk to somebody for a few minutes, because I was getting nowhere online or anything like that. So, and I don't live too far away. So, but no, they seemed totally normal. They, like I said, they got red in the face a few times and kind of stuttered a few times. And so, yeah, they were normal human beings, I think, just doing their job.
Trained for these kind of questions.
I would never work for Google. I would never, ever. I don't care how much you paid me. I would not work for Google.
Yeah, I wouldn't now after I've been there.
You could tell they were just reading a script and they weren't going to break from character.
Right, because they couldn't. I bet you if they could, maybe one of them would have leaned over and said, "Hey, here's a phone number," But no, I'm sure they were being monitored, extremely monitored.
There's a big Google headquarters not too far from my house over by, I'm in California, over by the John Wayne Airport. There's a really big one there.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah. I have insides. I go to the YouTube Space LA out here in California. It's in Marina Del Rey area. And I have a representative there, so if I ever get a problem, I can go there and be like, "Hey, I got some stuff going down with my channel," and get a face-to-face so I can see what's going on, So, but that's only that's the power of proximity, though. You know what I mean? I'm only 23 miles from there, so
But they actually talk to you, huh?
Well, I've sat down with some of their lawyers for 4 hours and talked about my channel and stuff, and pretty much everything on my channel. They tell me that in order for me to do what I want, if I want to go to the CDC and show, okay, we're on the CDC, here's the the information, that I have to get clearance from the CDC in order for me to be able to show one of their pages on my content. You follow what I'm saying? It's like I have to get, so they were saying that everything, is pretty much against their policy. So they can pull my stuff at any time. I was like, oh, really?
Guys, I'm gonna go. I will talk to you guys later, okay?
Bye, Amanda.
I love you, Amanda. Yeah.
Bye, Amanda. Sorry.
Bye, Amanda.
No worries.
Bye, sweetie.
Bye.
Love you forever.
Love you,
Amanda.
Right.
Yeah, so it's pretty nefarious, Sammy, as far as when it boils right down. Apparently, there's enough laws that have been established in copyright, defamation, just abusive language type of.
Fuck copyrights.
Well, yeah, I agree.
Copyright.
I've said for so long that copyright, all it does is castrate creativity. Because I would love it if anybody would talk about anything I did. It's free advertising. So it's a really strange dissidence that I don't understand why this dinosaur media wants to hold on to these. Oh, it's our content, don't share it. I'm like, well, you don't want me to tell people about your movie? Fine.
Yeah.
It's ridiculous.
It's just another way to try to tell people they're breaking the rules. The rules.
Just so the big money companies can just shit on the little guy.
Sounds like
YouTube just likes to shut people down. I hate YouTube too. Fuck you, YouTube.
Yeah. Fuck yourself, YouTube.
Well, they are Google. I mean, and you know that YouTube is the largest. Okay, Google's one of the largest advertising companies in the world. That's what they do. They sell advertising space, right? But then they have their algorithm set up for their search engines and stuff. But if anybody wants to search for a video, they go to YouTube first. They don't even go to Google and search the video. So YouTube's like the biggest video searching engine there is online. That's how you have to look at it.
Yeah, you can find a video on anything almost on YouTube.
It is Google, right?
Yeah.
They just make it impossible for you to communicate with anybody that watches the video, publish the video, did anything with the video. You know what I mean? YouTube used to be cool. You could actually talk to people that made the video. It was a lot more, two ways. Now I'll find comments that somebody left or a message that somebody sent me 2 weeks later, and it was all heartfelt and they needed my advice right away. And I'm like, oh no, what's going on here? So they're breaking up the community. They think that person thinks that I didn't like them or something.
Yeah, when this whole Google Plus popped up.
Why doesn't it alert you when you have a message on YouTube? You don't get any I don't get any alerts on that.
So annoying. What the hell?
Yeah, it's you just get all those friggin' the shitty
It goes to spam, and then you don't get alerts.
Exactly, it goes right to spam.
You miss all the good shit, and you get all the fucking dumb shit.
I had someone completely relating to me on one episode. It helped them, and they felt the same way, and I didn't get to read it till months later.
Yeah, that's by design. I think they do that by design because they want, if you have a heartfelt question with somebody you're connecting with online, we want that instant, connection right away. And if a couple days goes by, all of a sudden you're like, oh, they're just a dick. They're in it for the money. They don't really care. You know what I mean? That's exactly where people go, no matter what topic it is. And for me,
they think that they're a celebrity. No.
And it's the system that really does break and it divides and conquer. To coin
that's it. Divide and conquer.
Is somebody taking a piss right now? Yeah, somebody was just taking a piss.
I think that is.
I hear it.
Is that a
Kenny,
bubbler?
I think you have something going on.
Is that a bubbler, or are you taking a piss?
Taking a piss.
Oh, shit.
Either one of those is
we have the hum, guys. It's just there.
I hear it again.
It's kind of creepy.
It's jazzy.
Somebody really had a piss, man.
All right, put it on mute if you're gonna piss. How about that?
Listen, the fuck?
He's like, what? We're all friends here.
I want to try to figure out
It sounded
where this is
like
from.
Hold up,
it
I'm almost
sounded
done.
like somebody had a spaceship on theirs one time. So
Then you just
That's definitely static.
anyone
Dirty
see a
laundry.
video?
That is it's a permanent piss. That's what it is.
There was a video of
Oh my God.
a town hall meeting, right? the guy gets up and he leaves, and he left his microphone on. So you just hear him taking a piss the whole time while everyone else is in the meeting just laughing. The guy walks back up and fucking sits down. Everyone's just laughing at him.
And he's saying, what? What are you laughing at?
Yeah. But you don't hear him wash his hands either. And it's funny because what they're talking about is like the spread of like bacteria and shit, like in hospitals or something. So it's just wicked funny.
Dang, man, this is nasty.
Yeah, man, look it up. It's a video. It's it's like some town hall meeting or something, but it's wicked funny. The guy gets up, leaves, goes to the bathroom, and all you hear is just him pissing fucking on the loudspeaker and shit.
Oh my god, embarrassing.
Yeah, wicked funny.
Alright.
Everybody urinates, guys.
Yeah. It's for damn sure. We all full of shit.
Well, Janelle, I'm glad to see that you're back, honey.
Thank you very much. It's nice to be back. I just feel a little out of the loop, but I figured I'd touch base with you guys on at least a podcast level.
Yeah.
Before I go into researching again, pretty much.
Yeah, good. I was getting worried about you.
I'm here. I'm just I'm enjoying the nice weather too. It's very, very nice out lately.
Don't you
Good.
find
Well, we're having terrible. I'm calling them just like permanent chemtrail coverage here. It's just.
I saw something very disappointing the other day. Well, the other night. I saw another night trail, so that's my second. And it was really clear. Really clear.
What's that?
Like they spray the chemtrails at night. And it's really creepy. It freaks me out.
Does it always happen like across the moon or near the moon?
Yes.
At night,
it was right by the moon. It was right by the moon. It illuminated it, and it was creeping me out. I was like, wow.
Every time I've ever seen them spray at night, it's been across or very near the moon.
Yes.
I think they use the light of the moon to amplify the effect of the chemtrail.
Well, their excuse for spraying during the day, correct, is to block the UV rays, correct?
Yep.
Now, I'm trying to use that same logic. Now, why would they do that to the moon?
Yeah. You know, Professor Doom last night came up with this theory. Think about. I am not going to be able to elaborate like he did, but basically he's thinking kind of more in a positive manner, which I'm having a really hard time turning my mind around to this. But what if they're spraying the chemtrails so that when Nibiru hits Earth, all of the debris won't go up into back up into the atmosphere? It'll stay. I mean, it's not a good thing, but it will stay closer to the ground.
I see what you're trying to say. I see what you're.
I'll have to check out that video. I haven't seen that one.
I just really, it really bothers me because I feel like, the UV rays, the sun. Why at night now? It's just.
I've never seen one at night. Never.
I've seen it 5 times now.
Maybe they're doing them more at night now so that we don't see them during the day. But they don't. It's almost they're doing this to. They're almost doing this to catch your eye. I mean. It's almost like if you don't see what we're doing up here, you're fucking retarded. I mean, that's how I.
We're gonna do it both in the day and night, and so you can see us both times, so we're really trying to put chemicals in your air and
they want
then in the
to
soil.
wake up to chemtrails. I mean, that's what right in the first thing in the morning when I look outside, that's what I see.
Yeah, me too.
And I love it when it's right over the top of my house too.
There hasn't been many when I have a clouded over kind of mess right now.
Yesterday, I saw the most beautiful, vivid rainbow I have seen in years. I got it.
Wrong hand.
That's the peace sound that Scully was talking about.
Yeah.
But I got some video and some pictures. I'll have to share it so you guys can see. It was so beautiful. My kids were so excited. They're like, "Oh wow, it's a rainbow!" Actually, it was a double rainbow.
Wow.
How long?
Awesome.
Oh my God, Janelle, do you know that one song?
I have a picture of a double rainbow. My dad, he's in it. I might have taken that picture. What song, Red?
Double rainbow all the way.
No, I don't know that one. Sorry.
Is it true if you look at a rainbow too long, you turn gay?
No. I think that's false.
What about finding
Give it a
like
try.
a pot of gold or a leprechaun at the end of one?
In my
A pot of gold, please. Thank you.
Or even better, a bowl of Lucky Charms.
Yeah,
Oh.
a leprechaun, and a bucket
pot
of gold.
Heart stars, horseshoes, clovers, and blue moons, pots of gold, and rainbows, and a red balloon. That's what you find. You find that.
You've
Lucky
been programmed,
Charms.
Janelle. You've been
I
programmed.
know. I know.
Always after me, Lucky Charms.
Get out of my head. Ugh. That's kind of bad. It's MK Ultra, guys.
That's some damn good cereal, though. Really, come on.
See, I'm weird. I don't like the marshmallows. I can
I
eat
don't
the
like
cereal.
Lucky Charms. No.
I can eat the cereal part, but not the marshmallows. I hate them.
What about marshmallows in general, Crystal? Do you like the marshmallows? Like
Regular
fire-
marshmallows, I don't like them by themselves. I like them like in
Or
s'more.
roasted.
And a
You do
s'more,
like
if you, yeah, that's the only way they're good. The big size marshmallows, and they're like,
But
you
I
put
don't
them
like
over the fire. And,
Or in Rice Krispie treats.
Or on top of hot chocolate.
Yes, I like that, but I can't eat a marshmallow just by itself. I also don't like cake frosting,
Oh, me either. Ugh.
and it's all
Is-
just way too sweet.
Yeah.
So it's the flavor, not so much the texture?
Yes,
Because
exactly.
the marshmallows in the cereal's got that like kind of like a styrofoam
Yes,
texture.
yes.
It really does. You know
Lucky
what I mean?
Charms.
And I like that.
I think
I
the
like that
flavor and the
crunchy.
texture have a lot to do with it. But I'm not
It's
a
like-
huge sweet person.
it's like eating a chunk of like pure sugar.
Yeah, just munch, chomping on a sugar cube.
Yeah.
Oh, the Lucky Charms, I used to sort out all the little charm pieces, and that would be one special bowl for Saturday morning. And then I would endure for the rest of the week all the other little pieces
Oh,
of
you're
cereal.
so cute.
I love
You're
cartoons
so
on
cute. You're
Saturday.
treating yourself.
Yeah, I did. I totally separated.
I never got that stuff when I was a kid, so you know, my mom
Yeah.
never bought sugar cereal.
I didn't
What
get
did you
this.
have? What
I
did
got
you have for breakfast, Sammy?
Oatmeal or eggs.
Okay, I liked Reese's Puffs, guys.
Oh
I liked those.
my
Oh, I
kids love Reese's Puffs.
You know, the one
I
thing
got-
about breakfast with my grandma that I found that was what I remember about it that's really endearing to me is that she used to warm the syrup up in a little pan on the oven for the pancakes and the French toast. And most people now just grab it out of the pantry and like pour it out of a container, you know.
Yeah.
Does anybody warm it up in a little pan and stuff?
I do. I warm mine up and I throw berries in it.
Oh, nice. I wonder if that's like generational or if it's cultural. I don't know.
Has anybody ever made banana pancakes?
Yeah.
Oh yeah, definitely.
Shit, that
They are
sounds fucking
so good.
Yeah.
They are so
Banana-
good.
Banana sandwiches are good too. If anybody wants to try bananas, you slice them up and you put butter on the bread, and that's
Or
like
peanut
your main
butter.
issue.
I mix
Oh,
my
there you
bananas
go.
with peanut butter. Yeah.
Yeah, that's awesome.
I'm a grilled cheese guy.
Scully's a grilled cheese guy.
Is everyone getting a little hungry? Is it supper time?
It's the snack time at the end of the show time. That's what it is.
We
But
make
you know, you're
Ladder
always eating
hungry
right about
every
now.
time. What, Ladder?
You're always eating right about now. I can't see though.
No, I had my ice cream earlier, and then I ate my chocolate almonds throughout the show, so they're gone now.
Are you drinking your wine out of the bottle?
Oh, goodness, girl, I've been drinking for 3 days. Sorry, 5 days. 5 days straight. That was a lie. See, I wanted to lie because it sounds really bad. So,
Oh, it ain't bad.
5 days, and today is the first day I'm wineless.
How you doing? You seem
okay.
I'm having a podcast, so it's good.
At least that 5 days didn't like crescendo up like you going off a cliff. You know, it was like you're just self-medicating for 5 days in moderation. You know, that's fine.
5 days on, 5 days off.
Yeah, the next 5 days are off, guys. Yeah, I can't promise anything about the show next weekend or the next show.
Days, not nights, now.
Hi, Scully.
Who's that?
It's Sammy.
Oh, what's up, Sammy? How are you?
Good. How are you? I've never heard your voice before.
Not bad, not bad.
It's a good one, right? I like TV. It's a good one.
Yeah.
They're trunks. What do you expect? They're trunks. They sound attractive.
I love
They all do.
I love it.
Yeah, we might be having a podcast after this if you guys want to
Yeah, for real.
come on, you know. But I think a couple people are gonna join. I know what's it called? FU Google said he was down, but I don't know. I guess he's sleeping now. I think Jason might show up. I don't know. I'm gonna just send out a bunch of invites after this, and we'll see what's up. Whoever wants to join can join.
Do you think? Are we going to keep broadcasting, or do you guys want to go private?
Robert said let him join in, I guess, no matter what we do. He said something about his fur burger song.
Is it ready? Is it ready?
I don't know yet.
Honestly, I don't know, but he has to continue. I think he's working on the lyrics still, but I heard a soundbite, like a personal soundbite. He was here with me, and I laughed my ass off.
Well, I could drop out if anybody wants to come on.
Where is Rob? Where's he been at?
Has he not been around?
I haven't seen him lately.
He's been working on the fur burger.
He started his new job as well.
Yeah, he did.
That's what it is, yeah.
The new job, and he just moved, and he's got a lot going on.
Hey, Scully, I'll jump in and check you out when you go live, dude.
Cool.
Definitely. I'll send it out.
I haven't. It's gonna be the first time I've run one of these things, so it might be a little fucked up. But yeah, I'll send all the invites out.
Sweet.
It's user friendly, Scully. It's pretty user friendly.
Say it again.
Oh, I was just saying it's pretty user friendly.
Okay.
Yeah. You're gonna do it right after this one, right now?
Yeah, probably.
Oh, Scully has the after party cover, guys. Now it's a whole new ball game. It's a whole new ball game.
Let's do it, Scully.
Open my cider.
Yeah. Or we wait like maybe a half hour after this one, just to set everything up and shit.
I'm excited.
It's a holiday tomorrow out here in America.
Hello.
Yeah. It's a bank holiday down in the UK as well.
It was a holiday. It was a holiday last Monday.
Holiday.
Hey.
Can I ask somebody a question that might know the answer?
Always.
Why are we celebrating Memorial Day this weekend instead of next weekend?
I don't know.
Conditioning.
Well, I mean, I thought it was the 30th, and the 30th falls on a Sunday next weekend, doesn't it, or Saturday? Does it always have to be on a Sunday? Is what I'm.
Oh, I don't. I hear what you're saying. You know, it just seems like the machine likes to march forward with whatever it does. You know, it's like here's when your holiday is. You know,
that's a good question. Let me check that right now.
I know Labor Day will be on a Monday or a Tuesday. Yeah, I think it's Monday in September.
I was thinking out here in America, they're going to have to declare like Wednesday a holiday just in order to keep all the slaves happy.
Hump day.
Yeah.
Like,
Wednesday hump day.
You work for 2 days, you're off for 2 days, you're on for 2 days, you're off for 1 day. You know, it's like it sounds okay at that point. You're like
most of them are happy if you give them a 3 or 4 day weekend.
Oh yeah, they're on the fucking moon.
Exactly.
Right, I'd like 3 days off in a row, and then like 4 10-hour days or something, or 12-hour, whatever. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
Instead of like 2 days off.
Ours was our holiday. Our holiday last Monday was Victoria Day. We still celebrate Victoria Day.
Victoria.
Queen.
Oh yeah.
In my field, I get to work 48-hour shifts, and then I'm done for the rest of the week.
Nice.
Awesome.
That's
I can just
awesome.
not
It's like
work.
firefighters,
How
you
do
know,
you
like,
stay awake for that period of time?
Well, I bounce around from place to place, so parts of like 8-hour shifts or sleeping shifts over at different clients' houses.
Who are you,
I
a
go
therapist? A physical therapist?
No, a behavioral therapist.
Oh, okay. Cool.
Oh, wow.
Yeah.
Really?
He's very invested in it.
No, I'm fucking with you.
Oh, I need some of that help.
Totally true. I'm just messing around. Yeah, man, I've been doing it for like 25 years and stuff.
Yeah, I need some of that help. Like, I've been tempted to shoot somebody lately. I'm just playing. I'm just joking.
Drew,
Yeah,
do you have
man, I can't
anger
get it.
issues? Anger
Oh,
monkeys.
yeah, I got anger issues off the wall, but, yeah, that's another story.
No, that's your story.
Yeah, it's pretty
Let's
intense.
hear about it.
I don't
Get it
know.
to us.
I don't know. I get it.
You don't have to use names. You can just use feelings. Use feelings.
I don't know about that.
Here's Rob.
I'll talk to you guys private about that.
Yo, Robert.
Hey.
Hey, Rob. What's up,
Hey,
Rob?
Robert.
Hey, Rob.
Hi, Robert.
How's everybody doing?
Speaking
We're
of
obviously
devil.
all feeling disgusting because nobody's on camera. So we're all just feeling
One of
I had
those
a
days.
feeling you were around.
Fuck you.
I could put my camera on. I just don't want y'all to feel bad.
Yeah,
I don't want to feel bad.
Yeah, I don't either.
How's your burger coming along?
Oh, Scully did it. You go, dude.
Oh, jeez.
It's
Yeah,
dark
you
in
need
here.
to take over and make your podcast
It's
right
dark in
now.
here.
Oh, shit. That's Skulls?
Yeah, let's go.
Golly.
Let him go. Be
Oh,
dying.
shit. My dude.
I look different with the flesh on, right?
He's running the shit, guys. Come on.
Right on. Yeah, I'm still working on some music for my latest track.
What's it called?
What is it called?
I think you guys already know the answer.
Maybe the audience doesn't.
Oh, the
I
audience.
hear you say it, Robert.
Oh, what? Fur burger?
Can you please
name of
give
the
us a
song?
little excerpt? A little excerpt, Robert.
Oh, I don't know.
Fur burger.
You threw it down here the other day.
Oh no, I've got the whole first verse written now. I don't know if I want to leak it out.
Oh,
No, but you know, you had the chorus.
Just spit like 6 Fur burger bars, dude.
Just give us a
Yes.
This whole thing.
Even 4
Just
would
no
be
taste.
nice.
All right. Let me see. Do I want to do this?
The chorus, just the chorus. Give me a beat.
Well, the chorus had changed because we're going to freestyle it. By the way, I do believe that G Malicious is going to appear on the track as well.
Oh.
Sweet.
But he said he wants in, so he's actually heard the whole. He's seen all the lyrics like that I've written so far. So, but let me see what I got here. I don't know. I gotta look at it and see if it's worth teasing you guys. I am gonna write a second verse.
Come on, Robert. It's me. It's me.
They all say me.
It's
You might get
me,
it.
Robert.
I might send it to you
Come
separately, but
on.
then everyone's gonna try and bribe you.
Is it that confidential for real?
You could do it at the after party.
It's just so clever.
Okay. All right. Well, Scully, get your stuff together. We want to after
I
party.
gotta get my shit together.
Okay, I gotta. Okay. When you do the fur burger, bring a machete, because the jungles of the burger may be hairy like Yeti. Are you ready for the 70s for burger that's sweaty? Don't be astounded. I'm a go down. I'm a pound it rock steady.
Oh shit, dude.
Oh
shit.
Oh, yeah.
Oh, you fucking murdered that fur burger.
Dude, maybe
You
I
just
don't
dropped
want to hear
it.
the song.
Murdered
I
that
might want to close my ears next time.
Yeah,
okay.
Crystal left even.
Those are the nice lines.
You murdered that burger.
I murdered her burger? Oh no.
You murdered that burger, man.
This is all mean anyway. I'm kidding.
How come I have an appetite now?
We were hungry before he mentioned that. Come on, Evie.
That's awesome.
I think I lost mine. Okay.
It reminds me of that Seinfeld episode.
I like my burgers nice.
Yeah.
With Master Who Domain, that one?
No, the thing, this in your throat.
Yeah.
Oh, right.
Everybody has
That happens occasionally, yes. Been known to happen. You know what? I might even, yeah, okay, cool. Glad you said that, because you guys are giving me material. I'm having a rough time with the beat, I have to admit, because I can't get the sound that I have in my head, but I've made like 4 or 5 different ones so far up to this point. We're losing people steady here since I came in.
Nah.
So how is everybody? It's been about a week since I talked to everyone else.
They were all wondering where you were, Robert.
Actually, today I went down to the Parliament building with my buddy Joe there. We did a little photo shoot down there.
Hey, I took pictures of that too, Robert. I have them.
Oh, really? Cool.
Phone.
Yeah, they had some big event going on. There's tons of people. Paid $4 for parking, and the thing didn't even print out a ticket. I was pissed off.
Oh, that's some bullshit.
But then somebody gave us one because they were just leaving. It's like, why do we even waste $4? Why don't I just wait for someone to leave?
We were talking about those cameras and how you get the tickets from the friggin' cameras now, too.
Well, why the hell can't they just give us free parking?
Right, you pay enough taxes already. Right?
I mean, if we pay and we don't get our tickets, like, did you see that?
Bullshit, man.
Hey, Robert, sorry you couldn't get in that podcast last night. I don't know.
That was strange. It told me that someone blocked me. It said someone has blocked you, whoever was on.
Had just blocked you?
No, somebody said somebody on the panel had me blocked and I couldn't join. That's what it said. So I don't know who you had on there that had me blocked.
See?
Yeah, don't either. Well, we'll do it again sometime soon.
I didn't get this. I logged out. I went to log into another. I have my Echelon Publishers Group account, and I even have my backup account, but I did use that one. I just went to my EPG account and couldn't remember my password, and it wouldn't call me with. How I had the two. They got that 2-step verification bullshit.
Yeah.
Well, it's supposed to phone me with the number that I punch in, and it wouldn't phone my phone. It's like just when I just wanted to get on your panel. That's all I wanted to do, get in with a different account.
Sorry,
No soup for you. No soup.
4 out of 5 of us, our computers shut down. Like we were more than scroogled.
That's wild. That's happened to me before too. Like just completely shut down. That's happened.
It was crazy.
Yeah. Anyway, yeah. No, yeah, I've been a little bit busy working and kind of doing different stuff, and yeah, mostly trying to make beats and write and trying to get creative again. I don't get much done when I sit around talking to everyone.
Still been doing the Caster FM stuff?
I have to admit I've kind of slacked off on that, but only because I really, really, really desperately want to get a secondary computer just dedicated for that. And the place I just moved into, I can't really do too many things where I'm talking out loud late because it's not exactly soundproof and it's in a shared space. So I'm kind of looking at other ways to get material. But also on that note, nobody still has come to me with any ideas that they want to do for shows, whether it's pre-recorded or live. And I keep hearing from people, oh, I got music. I know someone who has music, but no one's sending me any links, and no one's actually submitting any music. So that's kind of being a bit of a thorn in my side. I
sent you some.
Yep, and I played that guy. Yeah, that was, yeah, he's good. He's got kind of like, what do you call it, very gothic kind of sounds. He's got some good shit there.
Well, I need to, I'm always finding obscure bands, and I'm sure at least all of them would love some airtime.
Yeah, as you find it, just send me links, or if you have the music itself, I'll set up an upload page so people can upload me the stuff. I just renewed my hosting account for echelonpublishers.com and epgn.net. Everything's good for another year, guys, so
Cool.
Yeah. So yeah, everything was up for renewal, and like I was thinking, oh my God, hopefully I have money on my credit card.
Well, this might get, I mean, like if anybody's listening, I mean, this could get you like free tickets into shows, from the band too. Like if you say, I'm going to come in and, listen and put you on, this station or record you and I'm thinking free tickets.
There's another thing too. If you guys have any like events like in your hometowns and stuff that you want to cover, like if you do like a little if you do like a little satellite kind of a piece on something or whatever, record it, send it to me. I'll put that stuff on. I will be setting up. I got another computer here. It's running Linux, but I'm thinking of installing some automated software and just basically what do you call it? Like basically just repeat it, like not repeat like over and over. What I mean is like recast it like to the Caster.fm server and just have it run on a loop. Maybe play some of our older podcasts and just kind of get stuff playing, and then I'll put in commercials so anyone that is tuned in knows that this is where you send shit. I would like to get it going, but I have to get this machine dedicated and running 24 hours a day. I'm also not on my own internet either. I'm using the house's internet, and that's another issue. I don't want to use up all their bandwidth. So, and I got a $400 bill to pay before I can get my old services reactivated. Everything costs money.
In time.
Yeah.
Fuck that.
In Saturn. In Chronos.
Yeah.
Timekeeper.
You could set your watch to that shit. No, just joking.
Hey, Jazzy. How many times is there a bank holiday in the UK?
I'd say about like 20-25.
A year?
Yeah, in a year.
Holy shit.
What the hell is that exactly? Anyways, I've heard of that before. Is it just
a bank holiday?
Yeah.
The banks close, I think.
That's it.
Yeah, it's weird.
You know what it is? They close and then they have like a giant party with everyone's money.
They use the money to light up all their cigars.
Yeah, they're like, hey.
Yeah, it's funny. I remember back like I don't know, like 10 years ago when like you literally like if you had a job and you were like an able-bodied citizen of wherever you were, you would not find a bank after you got off work if you worked day shift. Like you just would not be able to utilize the bank services. Period. Like it's and it's like it was like this big trend that came up about 6-7 years ago. It's like, and our banks are open late. Well, good, about time. It's like if you're on welfare at home with the kids, I'm sure you can go to the bank.
Yeah, those are the days when you could write a check like 2 days ahead of time, before debit cards and pay for something.
Yeah, that's right. I did. My buddy's dad. He would buy a coffee and write a check, like everything.
Yeah, I haven't written a check in so long now. I don't even know the last one I wrote.
I have a checking account, but I don't think I've even seen a check from my account.
Yeah, the only time I do that is like with bills and shit,
Well, the only time actually I even see the word check is either when I check my checking account or when I need to have a blank or void check in order to get direct withdrawal or direct payment for something. And still, it's not really a check. It's just a picture of a check on a piece of paper with my transit bank information and what have you. So, really never ever a check involved.
Yeah,
just the idea of a check.
Yeah, it's another thing that's, fucking gone with the wind, It's like, what else is it? Something that, my mind just blanked out, but it was something that, we used to use all the time, and it's not around anymore. I can't remember what it was, but I was just talking about it earlier.
Money?
Yeah, basically.
No joke, but
it was
another thing. They said that ATMs were gonna bring down, because you didn't actually have to talk to a physical person, so it's gonna bring down the cost of transactions. Now they soak you even higher for using an ATM. You go to see a teller, you don't pay any teller fees.
True.
It's retarded. It's like, you go to the strip joint, you're paying $7 to take cash out.
Well, actually, if you go to a bank that's not yours, they try to charge you.
Oh yeah. And then the third-party ones, like any grocery store.
God, man, that fucking Bank of America, man, they want to take fucking thumbprints, fucking charge all kinds of money. I remember one time, a place I was working at, right, the check was drawn off there, and I did, how it takes a little bit for you to get direct deposit set up, right? So I go over to the Bank of America, right? It's drawn off, the check's drawn off there. It has my company and, Bank of America right on the check, And then they want my ID, my thumbprint, and then they wanted like, I don't know, it was like a $8 or $12 fee or something. I started flipping out. I ended up getting the manager over there, right? It was just like a huge line behind me. I was like, look, I'm not giving you the thumbprint, I mean, obviously my business is right next door. It's on the check, the name of the bank is on it. What the hell do you need all this shit for? I just want to cash the check, So I started flipping out, and then the guy ended up, he was like, well, you got to give me one or the other. You got to pay the fee. You got to give me the thumbprint. And I was like, fuck that. I mean, I'll pay the fee, but I'm not giving you my thumbprint. So eventually, he ended up cashing the check, and
it would have freaked him right out.
I caused such a big scene, I didn't have to pay the fee either.
If you just chopped your thumb off and gave it to him, that would have freaked him right out.
Right?
Here you go.
Like this.
I got another one.
Right? Fucking Jesus Christ.
It's only one joke you could use twice, though.
It's like you gotta hop in a goddamn fucking, what do you call it? Like biometric scanner, fucking.
Biometric scanner.
Cash a goddamn fucking check,
Hey guys, I'm gonna go. So somebody wants to hop back in.
Hi, Sammy.
In the after.
Nice talking to you.
Nice talking to you, Sammy.
Hey, Sammy.
It's good to hear your voices.
I'd like to organize a podcast with you if you want to do one later. Maybe even, I don't even know what the hell time it is. So is it 8, 9 Mountain Time?
It's 8:20.
Yeah. Do you want to do a podcast later on?
Yeah, I wanted to set something up, Rob. But if you already know what you're doing, man. So if you want to
I was thinking of doing one actually on the Caster FM. And do it that way if you guys want to do it through Skype. We can talk about it after if you like.
See, my Skype, the last time I tried that, my shit wasn't working.
I don't Skype.
Okay, well, we do it here on the Hangouts for now. Yeah, I would like to do one about broadcasting for sure.
Well, Zoe was going to do one too, so maybe you guys can figure something out tonight.
All right.
Yeah, I love it.
We'll talk about that for sure. And
all right.
We'll let you know, Sammy.
All right, guys. Thanks, Janelle, honey.
No problem. Thank you for coming.
Yeah, thanks for having me, and I'll see y'all in a little bit.
Bye, Sammy.
All right.
Take care.
Bye.
Cheers.
Bye-bye.
So Janelle, how you been?
I've been swell. I've been
Excellent.
just enjoying all of our sunshine and nice weather we've been having.
I got a text from you at 5 in the morning saying that you're going to be home drunk.
Yep.
Is this accurate?
there was a text from you at some point yesterday, so when I ended up actually reading my text,
I think it was the same text that I already texted you like a day earlier. I think that was like a 24-hour text.
I'm sorry.
You probably got it's like I woke up this morning like I wasn't even up at 5:30. What the hell?
No, I was just drunk and
That's awesome. It's just like the first time I got texted. No.
It feels like the first time.
That's right. Yeah. You didn't remember the first time. But Jazzy, Evie, Ladder Rain, Siren, Scully, and Drew.
Scully, are you getting together that podcast that you're having?
Yeah. You want to do that, or?
You can do that now, and we can all say goodbye and head it over to Scully's channel.
Yeah, you want to do that, or did you want to set it up, Rob?
No, you set it up, Scully.
You want me to set it up?
Yep.
All right, let's do it for like 11 Eastern time. Is that cool?
11
that's,
Easter.
Yeah, that's in like 40 minutes.
That's about 40 minutes from now. So yeah, that works.
All right, cool. Sounds good.
Yeah, it gives me a chance to do a few things anyway.
All right, then we can do our goodbyes then, and last words and all that fun stuff. Okay, so I guess I'll start with my left. So Jazzy, any last words or shout-outs today?
Alright, thanks again for having me on the chat. Shout out to the panel, shout out to everyone on chat. Yeah, lots of love, guys.
We love you too.
Yeah, nice talking to you, brother.
Yeah, peace out, Jazzy.
If you want on the panel, I'm going to send out some links. So.
Wicked. Nice
one.
A
half hour.
Alright, cool.
I enjoy your humor, Jazzy, so that's why I'm keeping you around.
As do I.
I'm in your good books. That's good.
Definitely are. So we have Kenny, or also known as Experimental Vaccines. Do you have any last words or shout-outs? And thank you for joining again today.
Definitely. I want everybody to go and make sure to subscribe to Janelle's new channel, because this is where the events are going to happen from now on. Am I correct, Janelle?
You are 100% correct there.
Okay. Because when I got here, there was only 3. I was like, oh my God, is this the real place? So everybody, hurry up and sub to that sub to her channel. That's the shout out I want to make. I really do appreciate these forums. I like hearing all the women just discuss whatever topic it is. You know, it's I find it interesting. So
you just like to hear women talking.
Totally. I get mesmerized.
Trades.
There you go.
There's nothing wrong with that, Evie. Don't worry.
So, there's my
we enjoy the males' voices just as much. So thank you again for coming, and thanks for the shout out. I'll just go from the left to the right. Why not? I have Ladder Ray, my co-host, with the Mo-host, and she will be having Girl Talk alternating on her channel, Ladder Rain.
Yeah.
I think she's going with Sunday maybe, but it's to be determined.
Well, I thought somebody had stuff on Saturday. They don't?
Well, I don't remember. So wherever the spot is not taken, then Sunday.
Sounds good.
Yeah, any last words or shout-outs? I love you.
I love you too. I love all my trabes back, and I think the Trunks is nailed it as Jazzy Rock, because I was not digging the other word.
What truths? The truths.
It sounded like Goody or something. I didn't know what it was.
Man boobs.
It said Goody, yeah. But yeah, seriously. So shout out to everyone in the chat that's being civil, and love all of you guys, and I love talking to everyone, and I think we covered some really awesome stuff tonight. So awesome.
Cool.
I agree. We have Red Siren. Are you here? Or you're muted? I'm not sure.
Yeah, I'm here.
No.
Hey, girl. Well, thank you for coming on after my hiatus.
I was a bit late. I'm sorry. I was sleeping and shit.
Yo,
You were sleeping and shit.
sometimes.
What?
I said
Nothing.
girls gotta sleep.
Yeah. But what did you say, Robert?
I said you were sleeping and shit. What?
You should change your sheets.
You know, I was just sleeping and stuff. Yeah.
I didn't know you were that much of a hippie.
Do you have any last words or shout-outs not to do with excrement?
Yeah, I love you guys, and I love everyone in the chat. Well, not everyone, but yeah. Some people are dicks, and stop being dicks.
Ditto.
She's thrown it down.
I love you guys. That's all I have to say. And I need to get me a trunk as well.
Aww. We have one.
Yes, we all need one.
What happened to Press Red Reset? Whatever we shipping you guys.
Oh yeah.
We have personal stuff, Ladder, that we don't talk about on air. That's what we have.
That's funny. Like, oh yeah, that's right.
That thing. What are you talking about? You must be crazy. We love you too, Ed. Thank you for coming.
It's funny.
Yeah, it's okay.
Yeah. Bye.
Robert.
Hey.
Hey.
Hey, Smoking
My
Drew. Hey,
local
you were on
buddy.
mic. Hey, I just want to say hey to Drew, man. You were all mic muted when I was saying hi before. Yeah, it's been about a week. Anyway, guys, everyone out there listening in on the panel and on the chat, and in the future on the YouTube if you listen to this back. If you want any of your podcasts played, I will go and download the MP3 or the audio files, and I will replay them on Caster FM, on stsh.caster FM at your request. I can replay just about anything that history allows. So, guys, start sending me emails or messages through Google Plus, and I'll make it happen. I want to say hey to everyone on the panel. Sorry I disappeared for a little bit there. I've been a little bit busy. Life kind of gets in the way occasionally. And yeah, love all you guys, man. You guys make my world go around.
Aw.
Word.
That's what it's all about.
Sweet.
Positivity.
But yeah,
I always turn your webcam on from time to time just to check out what you're doing. So no worries.
That's cool. That sounds creepy as fuck. But okay.
Yeah.
He gotcha.
That is creepy. Yeah. Hey, creeper.
Oh, is my mic on? Damn it.
Just creeping hard, eh? It's fine. We love it.
Creeps
we
are
love
people too.
Yeah. I'm a creep.
Yeah.
I'm a weirdo. What the hell am I doing here?
I'd sing it, but I don't want to get copyright strike.
Oh. Hey, it's okay. I already said fuck you, copyright strike. It covers everything.
That's another thing. We gotta get that karaoke going, brother.
Yeah, I want to do that.
Yes.
I want that to be an actual show on the radio station, like actual karaoke hour.
Yeah, that'd be cool.
That has the potential to be just a brilliant show, like really.
Yeah, I think so.
If anybody's ever gone to karaoke, they're very entertaining. You know, it's not about how well they sing; it's about how passionate they sing.
Yeah, it's about how much heart they have in it. Yeah.
It's just like the karaoke hour.
Everyone loves karaoke. Everyone knows I love karaoke.
Janelle and I, we have to go out again and do some karaoke and record that. I still have three. I still have 3 of our songs that we sang at this place nearby, and I haven't uploaded those videos yet.
I think that was a hoax.
Yeah, it was a hoax. I'm gonna have to upload the evidence. People, we got non-believers out there.
Bring it. Excuse me. I'm yawning. Oh, alcohol. How you?
Sorry, pass it along, Janelle. Go ahead.
I could, or you could just host the rest of the show and name it.
Well, I don't have to do the same order as you do, so your left to right's different than my left to right.
That's true. Scully, he's gonna hold the after party. Scully be Kraken. Thank you for coming on the show, and thank you for doing the after party, and always supporting Dirty Laundry. And any last words or shout-outs?
After party be cracking.
On it, motherfuckers.
Any other last words or shout-outs?
See y'all in a half hour.
See y'all in a half an hour. I agree.
Half hour.
Thanks everybody for coming, and I will see you either next week or the week after. I might pop by more often. We'll see how things work out.
Jeez.
And I love you all. Bye, everyone.
Bye.
Peace, y'all.
Peace, y'all.
Lots of love.
Later, guys.
Fuck your couch.